This episode is brought to you by our friends at Bubba Coos Burritos.
Bubba Coos, the place for the family. Go get a great meal, chill, kick it. Always Bubba Coos, place to go to.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, F.E. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
Forget Roger for a second. Let's address the guy in the room, my man Marky Lee.
So
sitting in with us. He's a second time on your podcast. You know that?
Second time.
This is without Roger though. We said fuck Roger.
I was supposed to, actually you were out of town once Marky was supposed to do the show with me and you were working or something.
I said fuck Roger.
Marky Lee is also known as the only guy to put me unconscious in my lifetime ever. Marky Lee did it.
Accidental. He didn't tap. You know?
Yeah, Marky Lee's a firefighter.
And he is the first. Yes, he's a Jersey City fireman. What ward do you put? What are you? Are you like a commission or something? Committee on
Ward B committee in Jersey City.
Wanted it. Your dad was a fireman for how many years?
30.
30 years.
30
wow.
years.
How many you got in?
12.
Dad went to 9/11.
9/11. Yeah, he actually got out that morning.
Yep.
Was heading up the hill. Saw the first plane hit.
Right.
Everyone stopped in the street, got out of their cars, just watching everything. He was going to another firehouse because he was working at Mutual. He wanted to drop his gear off. Mm-hmm. It's in the Heights, so you get great views of this New York City skyline. Mm-hmm. He gets there, talking to a guy outside, second plane hits.
Wow.
Ran back inside, grabbed his gear, him and a bunch of other guys. They went down to the ferry, took the ferry over. I didn't see him for like 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Two of his best men were in the tower.
Damn.
He perished.
And he had, I don't know how much you want to talk about Marky, but he had some ill effects from all the, I don't know what to call it, all the crap in the air that fell like debris. And,
yeah.
So what was in that? Asbestos and all kinds of shit, right?
Everything, and he wound up getting scleroderma, lung cancer from it in past 2014. Mm-hmm. But a lot of guys are getting sick, still to this day.
Really?
You know, the iron workers, the police officers,
right.
Other firemen.
Sad. We can send $40 billion over to Ukraine, though. Can't take care of our guys, though. $40 billion, Ukraine. There you go. Can't take care of our heroes, though.
It's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. The money that they allocate for here. I personally think the money they're sending over there is fucking hush money. Mm-hmm. Me personally. Yeah. Of course, they're using it for probably whatever, but at the end of the day, look what happened with fucking Trump and Ukraine, right? He released that phone call, and he was talking to Ukraine. What's going on with Biden and his son? Has everything attachments to Ukraine.
Correct.
Right? This is like, you better fucking pay us if this information's coming out.
Yeah. Sticky, or not sticky, but shady. That's the word.
What was the business? He literally had no. It was like utility or like electric power or something over there, right? They put him as like a CEO of that company.
The czar.
He had no knowledge of whatsoever, no history in it, right? Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying that's the case.
Yeah.
It's a little fishy.
Wait, Marky, you're going to fit right in. We have no fucking idea what we're talking about down here, so you fit in perfectly.
Fake it till you make it.
That's right.
Yeah, well, we're still faking it.
Franklin, you had a visit the other day from USADA. Again, bro, this guy gets tested. You got his jacket. He's got it for 50?
50 a while. That was like fucking months ago.
He got his jacket for being tested 50 times clean. You get a jacket. Kind of like winning the Masters in golf, I guess.
No, nothing. But, okay, so set up. I took my son down to Virginia Beach for wrestling duels and stuff. Drove down, so I drove like 6 hours. Friday, wrestled Saturday, Sunday, left Sunday, drove home. Another 6 hours, came home. All I want to do is chill, go to my buddy's place on the water, Steve's place on the water, Just go to the bathroom to pee, about to leave. Ding dong on the door. I'm like,
on Memorial Day.
On Memorial Day, Monday. And I hear Tino, it's USADA. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? They literally got me a week ago, or like 2 weeks ago maybe. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so pissed. If it's not them, they're doing their job. Kinda, I guess. I feel like, why are you picking me? And, I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. I calmed down, throughout the thing. And I was cool with it. I'm not a dick, you know what I mean? But I opened the door. I'm like, I go, oh, I guess you guys don't love America. You guys don't like America? I said to him, I was like, oh, I guess you guys don't like America? Like, oh, we don't want to be doing this either.
And you just pissed.
I just pissed, and as I said, I'm like, yo, I just pissed. I was like, I'm not slamming water because then I'll be pissing all damn day. I guess I'll piss when I piss. So I was like,
right.
I was, again, wasn't too rude, but I was a little upset.
Yeah, a little stern.
And I was like, you guys might have to come me because I'm not going to piss for a while, so you might just have to come where I'm going. But then I calmed down and stuff. They were nice, and I was nice. I wasn't like rude. And I started drinking my coffee a little quick,
He's just hanging out.
Is it awkward silence? Or is there conversation?
No, Renee's there talking.
Oh, yeah,
we're all talking. Like, the guys, they're nice people and stuff.
Yeah.
They're wearing masks and shit.
Oh,
my wife's
God.
like, why are you wearing them? She's like, well, we have to.
Well, they're not from Ocean County. If they
Do
were
you
hired
like
out of Ocean
them?
County,
Do
they
you
wouldn't be wearing a mask.
I don't know if they're supposed to. I don't want to rat nobody out. But yeah, no, sillies will be wearing them. She's like, Daddy, they don't work. I'm like, it's right. But yeah.
How often do they come?
I mean, it depends, It depends. That's what pissed me off, though. I have probably 60 negative tests. No problem. Just got this fucking jacket. Mm-hmm. You're gonna come to my house on Memorial Day? You're gonna send it to me? Like, the fuck out of here, bro. That's bullshit.
It probably should have been upstate New York.
Yeah.
John Jones.
Well, I mean, it's PD. Well, yes, that's true, I guess. I did get popped a couple times, right? But yeah, man, I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, they call it random, right? Random?
Yeah,
that's what I am at work. I
guess.
get randomly tested for drugs, not for steroids, but I guess you're drugs too, though, right?
No.
We're just
steroids for the most part, out of competition, which is...
So you could be a cokehead and be no issue?
Yes.
Really?
You got a piss Raj?
I just can't be on coke when I fight.
I could get similar to what he said. Mine are all randoms, or if you get like a bad accident or something, you have to go. But mine are all randoms. Obviously you have initial higher, drug tests and things like that. But mine are randoms. And I think one year I got tested like 7 times in a year, 6 times, 7 times in a year. And I was like, these fuckers are targeting me. Like they think. And it's probably been 2 years since I've had a test. It's so fucking weird.
Wow, really?
But I've been at my job 24 years, and I've been passing tests for 24 years. So crazy,
Yeah, we get hair samples coming in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 hair samples, one before you get the actual job, and then one's like during the academy.
And there's no. So marijuana obviously is the one now that's like questionable. I've read some literature both ways. It's very confusing. I don't understand it. Can you have marijuana in your system or no?
It's still like a
gray area, right?
Very gray.
So I read somewhere that
hey, where there's smoke, there's fire.
I didn't get that for a second.
Not surprised.
Why do they call you Seabass? What was I going to say? My guy I work with, older guy, that just wants to take gummies at night to sleep. He's retired now, so he can. And he's like, hey, look at this article I found, and it basically said, New Jersey guidelines have now become, unless you're high at work, unless you're under the influence at work and suspected of it, then you're good. You can have it in your system up to a certain amount or whatever, and, your work has to suspect you. And then I read an article later. I was like, oh, shit, I can maybe smoke a little bit with Frank, because I need it in my life. If anybody needs it the way I stress. So I was like, oh, shit, I can take a few pulls with Frankie maybe at the podcast, maybe fucking loosen up a little bit, right? Like a week later, he shows me another article where the federal government still, and I guess technically because of our licenses and that we're hazmat licensed, you know what I mean, that we're under the guidelines of the federal government, and that maybe the state guideline and the federal guideline are different.
How come you can't get clarity on that?
I probably can, because I don't want to go to my bosses and say, hey, can I smoke weed? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Say, hey, I got a friend who has a job with us.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I just figured my smoking days are.
And they haven't come, like your union hasn't come to you and said anything like, we're gonna look into policy changes and different things because of the new laws.
No.
Your union doesn't have anything to do with that, though.
No, I'm sure. No, you're tested. I believe through the state.
Or yeah.
Yeah, but I think
it's not the union.
But I think the union should, at least in
The union would be your rep if you got caught or something, which should be done.
Like
you know?
in sports at least, the union protects players on how much they're allowed to get tested and this and that.
Right.
And we don't have that, obviously.
No.
Other sports though.
My company always says it's not us. It's you know, it's our. I don't know if it's the insurance company or if it's the license, the state that licenses you that determines because you have a hazmat you have to get tested. I don't know. I would think it's probably the insurance company. No.
Yeah.
Would think. I'm not sure, but regardless, they're randoms. And, you know, I've passed them for 24 years straight, so I don't want to fail one now, you know, but...
See, for us, we're not you know, you get into an accident, like you said earlier, or whatever, something happens, you get tested, but other than that, you don't. Cops do, like, random.
Don't you think, though, weed...
They carry a gun.
I mean, nobody ever died from weed. Well, I guess if you're stoned out of your fucking mind at work and they suspect you, then I get it. For sure. I can't smoke some weed on the weekend and go to work on Monday, like, that's really...
Well, you can get hammered.
Right, you can get absolutely shit faced.
Drunk hammered.
Right.
See a lot of that, too. Plus, you know, opiates.
Yeah.
Different things like that. You know, these guys can do coke all day long and it'll be out of your system if you, whatever, and then marijuana stays in.
What about opiates, though? Can you do opiates?
If you're prescribed, sure. If you're not prescribed, then no.
That's crazy.
You have to list it when you go take your test. You have to list
like, in the prescription of those opiates.
Right.
It says don't operate heavy vehicles or heavy whatever.
Heavy machinery.
Right. That would be a truck, right?
Yeah.
So then you shouldn't be able to do that, no?
Correct. But I don't know how that works. I guess your doctor would advise you at the time. I haven't been on opiates in a very long time, but I don't know.
Surgeries, right?
Surgeries. That's when.
You could drive on an opiate.
Yeah, I do. I think I can drive on no sleep for 24 hours.
Can you drive drunk?
No, I don't. I honestly, I'm not. Listen, I would never say I've never driven drunk. I would never say that. I have, but it's really fucking rare. I can remember one time, and I don't know why I felt like I had to drive, but I was pretty banged up. Jersey Shore was being filmed. Something had happened. Some shit had happened where I wasn't allowed back at the house, or what? This is before Uber. This is way before. This is like 2010, maybe 2011, and town was packed. I couldn't flag down a taxi or whatever. And I was like, "Fuck it, I live right over the bridge. I'll drive." And I was so fucking nervous. I sat in my truck and I was like, all right, you can go over the bridge. You're not fucking that. It wasn't like I was falling asleep or anything, but I probably wouldn't have passed the DWI sobriety check. And I backed out of the parking lot. I went to pull out, and fucking Boyd, the chief of police, pulls right up in front of me and stops. He's in like a minivan because he's like undercover, but he's full uniform. And I shine, because I know Boyd, you know what I mean? I shine the lights right on him, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't even make it out of the parking lot. And he just pulled away, and I fucking drove home. But, I mean, a handful of times in my life I've driven drunk. I always Uber, because it ain't worth it. You know what I mean? I drive for a living.
You especially don't need to nowadays.
Right.
With Uber.
Yeah.
That changed the
For sure.
Yeah. Everywhere now.
It's way cheaper than DWI, though.
That's
you know?
A lot cheaper than DWI.
Yep.
I know. I got one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Got me going over the bridge to Seaside.
Oh,
I wasn't 21 yet, so I only had one beer.
Okay.
Two, maybe. But anything on, you know what I mean? Any alcohol in your system.
Yeah.
While operating a vehicle under 21.
Yeah. I keep hearing over and over, just don't blow. Just fucking don't blow. Don't. I mean, like, what did Ian Smith do? He didn't blow, and he refused the blood test too, right?
Then you get one automatically. I heard.
No, I know, but it's like it's not like they said they have proof. It's weird. I hear.
You get a charge. I don't know that you get the DWI. You get a charge. See, we should have an expert, but see if you can look that up.
We
in
should
New
have an
Jersey.
expert.
What happens if you refuse?
It's on the next podcast.
I was always told.
No. I mean, like
I was always told that if you refuse,
a drunk driver,
that you automatically get it.
You automatically lose your license.
That's what growing up.
But I don't know if it's
always
a
heard that
DWI.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man.
Thinking everything's going
That's pretty
black.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that was
you
a real
guys,
thing.
you thought you were gonna die anyway, so you went all in. Okay, all right.
What was his name?
Everything, bro. You ever question this guy? Everything he says is some fucking gay reference.
Not
Everything.
really, though. Not only with you. Only with you.
You just did it to him.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty like a low hanging fruit. You, on the other hand, I'm very suspect. Okay? And I'm pulling your card, buddy. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
It's the only comedy I got.
I want to ask you, because this guy, not that I don't think he's honest, he is, but he's a little humble. How did he do with the comedy show? You think he did good? You were there.
I thought he did great.
You thought he did great?
I did.
Yeah.
Not the best though.
Yeah.
I felt like everybody killed it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Everyone did great.
That's fucking. Could you do that?
Who
Marky?
killed he said?
The main guy.
Well, yeah, but he's a comedian.
No,
Gerald Harris.
Gerald Harris did. Awesome.
He's been a comedian he's been at it. He's been at it.
But even
but no, I thought everyone did better than me. That's what I thought too.
Is that something you could do?
No.
I couldn't either. I mean, I say to Frankie, and this is just maybe, I don't know, maybe just trying to make the best of something if it happened, but I try to say to him, I like taking on challenges, and I'd like to think I would do it. I'm not sure that I would, man. That's fucking terrifying to me.
This kid, we're hanging out in the pool early in the day. We're having a few, drinks here and there. We're hanging, and like he's just chilling. And I'm like, bro, like we would every once in a while I'd be like, hey, all right, hit me with it. And he was killing it. And he was, but nothing was concrete.
Right.
We're about 2 hours in. This guy's still piecing shit together. But
oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, he fucking gets up there and knocks it out of the park, bro. Special talent.
It was
interesting fact about Marky Lee. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have never missed one of his fights, correct? You've cornered every single fight. Not cornered. Cornered a lot, right? You've been in this corner a bunch of them, but you've been at every fight. I shouldn't say corner because I know you're corner fight. You're always warming them up in the back, right? Pretty much. I'd say there's a gauge up for you.
I'm a in the stands.
Are you?
Yeah, no, but where he's training with me every night though.
He's
there. Every time I've ever been to one of his fights, you've been in the back like warming him up. So all right.
Yeah.
All right.
No, fight week. We're rocking and rolling, doing our thing.
So I got that completely wrong, but you've never missed a fight.
Never.
Okay.
Even my first one in Bronx.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Bro, I mean. I'm grateful, bro. This dude, I've got to see some awesome things.
Yeah, but listen, let's tell him, man. My man Marky is a very interesting person. Like someone I admire a whole bunch. I really do. I admire that guy a lot. The person he is, and his family. His dad is such a like I was very close to his dad. His mom has she's like just crushing it, trying to
get the new vodka
company,
yes.
Rockabella company off the ground. So I hold Marky in high regard and just. How his free spirit is like a kindred soul, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like this dude goes, I'm going to a concert. I'm like, oh, where is it? Oh, it's up in fucking Vermont. I'm like, oh, you going? I'm going by myself.
Really?
Yeah. Or he went to Thailand by himself. I mean, he'll go meet some people in passing and meet me. You're gonna be out there that time. We'll cross up. But he goes by himself. I don't know if I kind of do that in a way. Like I go to Russia, but and I don't know, like, even the people I'm going to see sometimes, but I end up kind of knowing somebody at least. Right. He doesn't know what he's going to get into.
That's crazy, man. I didn't know that.
You got to make it work.
Yeah.
Especially, as you get older, people settle down, having kids and stuff like that. It's like, all right, you're busy.
Yep.
I want to go.
Yep.
I'm not going to go because you can't go.
Correct.
No, I'm fucking going.
It's a good way to look at it. Good way to look at it.
So, you got to live your life, man.
You do.
You do. One go around here.
Yeah.
Make some mistakes.
Thailand was just vacation, or just wanted to check it out?
Yeah, something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to get over there and kind of check it out. And,
but he's been everywhere, this guy. He's been everywhere I've been, plus everywhere else.
Right. I went over there and trained over to AKA Thailand with those guys for a little bit.
Oh, wait, that's
Swick, yeah.
Mike Swick, yeah. He's coming on the show soon. He just went through cancer.
Right, I've been following, man. Room for this dude.
I've been talking to him DMs a little bit, just telling him, we're thinking of him. I said, as soon as you're better and
him and Mark over there, they welcomed me with open arms. Frankie shot them guys a text.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, good people.
Yeah. It's gotta be beautiful. He keeps saying every time I do an interview with him, he's like, you gotta get here. I'm like, I do. I really got it. Well, Ray wants to go bad.
Yeah, and the islands over there and the people are awesome.
I hear the people are so nice.
They really are.
I just saw one of his latest posts. Johnny Walker's over there now. UFC guy.
And it's super cheap.
Yeah.
You can get into a lot of trouble over there.
I hear that. Yeah. That used to be the mecca.
Or a lot of fun, depending how Roger looks at it.
This fucking guy.
I'm just saying, dude. Not anybody. What is the double D on the hat for?
My buddy Danny Detail's got a detail business.
Yeah.
You know Danny, right? Yeah. So anyway, shout out Danny Details. Anyway, I always thought back in the day, Thailand was the place where creepy dudes went to get underage girls. Now it seems like it's fucking everywhere. Colombia, I hear, is like a big place for it.
Yeah, where guys go to like
for underage, like
underage?
Girls. Young, I don't know underage, but yeah, young, Like,
you can see there's still a lot of evil over there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You see a lot of older dudes.
Right.
Bro.
Yeah.
Have a little moral compass.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But beautiful islands. The people are great. You go to Muay Thai fights there every night. There's always something to do. Fishing. There's other things to do outside of what a lot of people think.
I went fishing today at a local little hot spot. It's behind my buddy. He just bought a new house. This is
fresh water?
freshwater.
Bass?
Caught a beautiful bass.
You don't keep them or
Caught a
no?
fucking pickerel. I knew they have teeth, but I didn't have the thing to pull it out, so it was a small pickerel. I was like, I'll get it out. I got it out. I was showing the girl. I was like, hey, look, there's fucking pickerel in here, too. I couldn't believe there was pickerel in there. And that fucker shook his head and ripped my thumb open. But
You still use a bobber?
I was for this. You know why? Because I didn't have my rod, but I had my kid's rod in the back of my car. And I was over there hanging out. I was like, let me go see if I can get a bass. So I had my kid's rod. So I used my kid's rod with a bobber.
Do you keep a bass?
You can't. My cousin eats them, but I think they're disgusting. He says they're good. Nobody really keeps them. It's a really good fighting fish. It's an interesting fish to catch, but 90% of people catch and release because they're really not a good eating fish. Trout are good eating fish. Yeah.
That's a sport fish too. Trout,
That's a sport fish. But in New Jersey, like you buy a fishing license, you have to buy an additional trout stamp for your fish. It's extra money. I guess it's more.
Do they have a pike in Maine?
Pike, yeah. They have northern pike, yeah.
We
The
don't
big
have pike
one.
around here, but I've always heard they're great pike fish.
Pike is essentially a humongous pickerel, basically, is what it is. Yeah.
But I heard they're pretty good.
Oh, aggressive, and they'll hit anything. They'll fucking eat a duck. They'll eat anything. You know,
Catch a pike.
yeah, they're big.
Not
I don't think they're.
not
Again, people love to massacre me. Sometimes I'll read the comments and I'll say something wrong, and people will be like, "I said, I misled you. Let me correct. I said that you can't use a 12 gauge slug in New Jersey to hunt deer because I didn't think any bullet was allowed. I thought it was strictly shotgun. People corrected me all over the place. So you can, I guess, hunt with a slug in New Jersey. I didn't know that. Only 12 gauge
A
slug.
slug shotgun?
No, a 12 gauge slug. So they make 12 gauge round bullets, which is like a shotgun round, but they'll put either buckshot or birdshot, or you can put a slug in it, which is a large, caliber, large bullet that doesn't really travel much distance, but you can. I didn't think that was allowed. People corrected me all
So
over the
how
place.
fucking close you gotta get?
I don't know. Probably maybe I would say you want to be within 50 yards.
So they might,
Probably less. With a bow and arrow, probably 25 is what I standard here. Maybe you could go out like someone that really wanted to let it go, maybe 50 yards with a bow and arrow, but it's not like, again, that's like taking a shot and possibly, injuring the animal and not killing it. And so I'd say 25 to 35 yards. Again, people are going to massacre me, but that's what I would guess. Shotgun round, it loses velocity pretty quickly because it's a large caliber. I'd say 50 yards, to keep any sort of accuracy. I'm not saying you couldn't hit something at 100, but you know what I mean? Like, it's to be in a reasonable range to hit something, you wouldn't want to be much outside of that, I don't think. I don't shotgun hunt, so I don't know.
Guns, man. Hot topic these days.
They are, boy. And they're coming down.
Okay, so here we got some new information about the shooting in Texas.
Yeah, I've heard a bunch of stuff, but go ahead.
Okay.
Is this confirmed or just what you hear?
Some things I've seen on Twitter, some things from the Crystal Glory.
So not confirmed.
None of it confirmed, but I mean shit that I've seen in more than one place. So and I did see video with my eyes. And again, who knows if that's.
I saw the video you're talking about.
Like, parents like begging the fucking police to go in, and one parent got fucking tackled and tasered and shit. And this is fucking crazy for me. Supposedly, one mother got handcuffed, got out of the handcuffs. Was able to get in and get her kids out and get out. And
is that right?
The police didn't do anything. Still didn't do anything.
Well, there was a stand down order, right? What happened? So they weren't allowed to enter.
Hey, but who gives a fuck?
Did you hear the same thing that I heard?
And the SWAT team and then I heard the SWAT team also showed up, and they didn't go in.
Correct. That's what I heard.
And listen, the guy that the border patrol guy, the off-duty border patrol guy, his wife was a teacher in a school, and he had kids in the school.
Correct.
He got
That's
a text,
what I heard. Anyway.
Yes, he got a text from his wife while he was at the barber shop.
Right.
He fucking took the barber shotgun, went in and fucking iced this dude.
See, I don't know how much of that is true or not true.
And he got supposedly shot at, and he has a bullet hole in his hat.
Yeah, they got it.
So why would that guy? Why? I don't care what side you're on. We all love children, whether you're left or right. Why would that guy not be hailed as a fucking hero? You don't even hear about this dude unless you like.
No, but you know what this almost shows? This almost shows, like, they say, like, I mean, this is kind of, and I know they want to use these incidents, and the gun topic is kind of capital, but they want to use these incidents to kind of go against guns. To me, this incident is almost like going for guns, because the people that had the guns, the police.
Isn't that your answer?
Right? The people that had the gun, they're police. They didn't do the job.
Correct.
But a guy was able to get a gun from a fucking barbershop and go save his kids.
I believe even the governor, didn't the governor even recant and say I was given misinformation at the beginning of this?
They've been recanting the whole thing.
Okay, so listen to this. Wait. Now listen. I'm sorry. Sorry, cut you off. This guy was on a high-speed chase with the police. Right? I guess because he shot his grandmother first. Mm-hmm. He was on a high-speed chase with police. He crashed in a ditch that happened to be by this fucking school.
And they confronted him but didn't shoot him.
Right. That's why he picked. Now, a teacher... So I was just saying, like how I was saying, we were talking last week, like, I can't get into my kid's school, you know? A teacher supposedly was getting something out of their car and chalked the door open. He happened to run in at that time.
Is that true? Yo, well, that's what you heard.
Again, I mean, this is all what I hear.
Speculation, right? Sure.
And who knows? But I'm saying, that's all just very cool. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying, it's fucking,
what I heard was scary. They had more than ample time to engage this guy with rounds and did not before he got in the school. That's what I heard. Certainly if he crashed, if this is true, in a ditch, they certainly could have engaged with him and didn't. Why?
And didn't.
He already killed his grandmother.
And knew that
he should have been full of fucking holes
heading towards a school.
And fed
a lot of officers and what our children were in there.
Did you hear what his mother?
I heard a lot of guys went in and took their own kids out.
Did you hear what his mother said? He's been something like he's been through a lot. Don't judge. Please don't judge my son or something like that. Like you would never understand why. If you knew my son, you would understand why he did what he did. What is the quote, Andrew? I don't want to misquote. Can you pull it up? What the shooter's mother said?
I don't hold this against my. Don't judge my son. Don't judge
my son. Yeah, something to that effect. But
you don't know what he's been through. I'll do it.
I don't care what he's been through.
I can get it.
I don't care what he's been through. Kill yourself then.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, forgive me, forgive my son.
Yeah.
Wasn't a violent person, not a monster.
There was more to it though. She said something else.
Secret escape, baby.
Secret escape, baby.
Secret escape.
Let me know where it takes you.
Pomegranate, blueberry.
So that's new.
It's new.
Because I still have a bottle or half a bottle of the original one of the Rockabella.
Rockabella.
Look, this is straight vodka.
No, it's not. I gotta get one of those. You get another one in there? Let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't gonna drink today, but Memorial Day weekend was rough.
No artificial flavors. 5% alcohol content.
Woo! Where can people?
Glass bottle.
Marky,
Glass bottle.
People want to pick it up. Where can they pick it up?
River Easy Liquors. There's a bunch around ShopRite, Hoboken, a couple other places. She just got a Allied distributor, so next week she's gonna be in local other stuff.
Right on.
That one's not cold, but.
Hey, can I read the story?
Of course.
Listen to this. Cheryl, founder of Rockabella, lost her husband, Jersey City Fire Department Captain Mark V. Lee Sr., from a 9/11 related illness. Inspired by her husband's legacy of love and family and the value and importance of selflessness, she decided to create a brand that represents both the emotional and physical strength characteristics of first responders. Rockabella's ultimate mission is to help fallen first responding families with hands-on approach by donating a significant portion of the profits to fund their needs. RockabellaBrands.com. Very cool.
Yeah. So all the proceeds that, getting percentages to 9/11 victims and widows, which is great.
Do you know the story of the woman? There's a documentary about it. I can't remember her name, but she was like the person in charge of the victims organization where people could gather and talk about their experience, whatever, for the 9/11 thing. She wasn't even. Her husband supposedly died in 9/11,
and it wasn't true.
Her husband didn't die. She wasn't even in the country when it happened.
Yeah, there's just people like that. Like it's like in
GoFundMe shit.
Yeah.
They do it
Fight Club, like Fight Club. Well, that GoFundMe, that's a hospital. Like even like Fight Club. Like remember the whatever his love interest in it. She just liked to go to meetings because she fucking just like.
Oh
yeah.
There's
people like that. Yeah. They just wanna. They like to be in depressed situations or environments for some reason. Mm-hmm. Sick people out there.
Sick, man.
I haven't donated money in a while to.
I feel like donating is. I like giving it to the person or my time to the person. It's just so I don't trust anything anymore.
Correct.
If the government has anything to do with it, I don't trust them.
Correct.
When they the truckers in Canada, they seize that.
They seize that money.
Right?
Seized it. And then froze all their personal money. Froze it all.
Done.
I don't know why that situation just kind of went away and didn't hear it. There was people there that swore they would go to prison. They would not leave no matter what. And then that situation just kind of went away.
But the trucks.
The truckers. I was so proud of those guys on the border. So proud of those guys for what they were doing, what they believed in.
Did they get their rights back?
Bro, it just kind of like one day it just kind of disappeared on the news. You stopped seeing it going on. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they made it go away.
Because it wasn't selling paper.
I remember they came to some sort of agreement.
Probably.
but I don't know, I didn't hear if, the trucker side was satisfied. It was like a temporary agreement where,
Did they open that?
It was about the vaccine to go back and forth over the border. That
So what happened?
Again, I don't know. I would like to look that up. I don't know. Maybe Andrew can poke around and find that. But
we have such short memories, man.
I do. Yeah, I mean, all of us
Everybody
do. All
does.
of us do. But I had a personal experience with this lady who would hit me up, and I'm pretty charitable. And I'll always, at the very least, help and share somebody's story. You know what I mean? So a lot of people hit me up. I talked about this. And really the ones that I pick and choose from, because if you posted that every day, if you posted a really sad, nobody would follow you. Nobody wants to be depressed every day with, somebody dying of cancer or whatever. So I kind of pick and choose, but typically it's a child. I always try to help children, and I'll repost and I'll plug a GoFundMe or whatever, even though I'm not a fan of GoFundMe. But I remember a lady hit me up one time and gave me her story. And I just did this past Christmas. I helped this girl out that had kids and wasn't going to have a Christmas. And I sent her money and sent her a bunch of presents off Amazon. So I still do it to a degree, but I got to make them prove it now. This lady hit me up and she was like, Roger, this is maybe like 2 years ago. Roger, I'm living in a hotel. I have 3 boys. They haven't eaten in 2 days, and like kid shit just eats at me, right? It tugs at my heartstrings. So she's like, would you be able to help me out just so I can get some food for my kids? Could you cash at me some money or whatever? And I was like, fuck. I was like, man, I don't know. She could be a crackhead. I'm fucking. But then she started sending me pictures of the kids. And they were definitely living in a hotel. And it looked like they were definitely poor. And could have been, might have been somebody else's kid. I don't know. But she suckered me in. So I said, all right, I'll send her. I think she asked for $100. I said, I'll send her 50. Well, the kids can eat for $50. You know what I mean? Not that 100's the law, but I feel like I'm scammed less if I don't, So I think I sent her $50 or $60 or whatever through cash. First of all, I said, okay, what's your Cash App name? She sent me a name right away. I said, okay, I'll Cash App you like, $60 or whatever. You know what I mean? Fucking, I sent it, and
fucking bought drinks for her.
She wrote back like 10 minutes later. Did you send it? I said, yeah, send it to the name you send it to. To. She's like, okay, I'll check again. Checked again, then like 2 minutes later she hits me back. She's like, oh my God, I sent you the wrong name. I can't believe I sent you the wrong name. Fucked up. Can you send it to this name? I'm like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like I double checked. Yeah. She wanted me to send it again because she said the name was the wrong. It was probably her friend's name. Then she's going to send her name. Then she's going to send her other friend's name. I was like, you got me once, lady. That's it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she probably got it and just wanted me to send it to her friend or whatever, so. But I'm like, people are just scammers, and they use your
scammers and they're suckers, buddy.
I was a sucker, but they tug at your heartstrings, and they get you. It's always something to do with kids or.
I run the Christmas drive in Jersey City, man.
Yeah,
and I know firsthand. There's a lot of good, people that unfortunately just, get knocked down and they can't afford a Christmas for their kids, and you try to help them out the best you can.
Correct.
And there's other people that are taking advantage.
Yep.
And you see it.
Yep.
But it's for the kids.
Yep. So this guy came to my house. I had when I put my pool in, I had a shed in my backyard, and it was too big for what I was designing. The backyard, it wouldn't fit it. I had to get a smaller shed. So I was like, I'll just sell it. You know what I mean? So I put it on Marketplace or Craigslist, whatever. I think I put it on for $1,000. Guy shows up, older guy. He's looking this thing over, man. I was like, listen, bro, you either want it or you don't. He's fucking looking this thing over, fine-tuning it. And then he starts telling me about his wife. How his wife has cancer. And she's probably not going to make it long. It's terminal, and that, all she wants.
Does he want to put his wife in this thing?
All he wants is like to store some of her memorabilia in this. He was trying to get the shed for free, right? So I'm like, fuck. I think I was like, listen, man, best I can do is whatever, $700 or something. Like I'll take some money off, whatever. Like the wife don't need a shed, bro. Come on, But it was some sob story where it was about his wife. Had cancer, and then my neighbor had a boat right between the two of our houses. And he said, oh, is that your boat? I said, no, it's my neighbor's boat, whatever. And he was like, okay, and they haggled about the shed. I said, listen, man, you either want it or don't, reach out to me, text me if you want it, I'll be here, I got shit to do, whatever. The next day, I stopped home for lunch. I was working, I stopped home for lunch. That fucker went to the neighbor's house, rang the doorbell, told the story about how all his wife wanted to do was go for a ride on a boat in the ocean before she died, and he wanted to know if she would give him the boat. I was like, to have. Give it to him because his wife was dying of cancer, and her last wish was she just wanted to go for a ride in the ocean in the boat. The boat needed some work. He's like, I'll fix it up for her, this will be, her last wish before the guy was just driving around telling everybody, that was putting stuff up for sale that his wife was dying of cancer, and somehow correlating whatever was for sale with his wife to try to get it for nothing. You know what I mean?
You gotta wonder how many times it worked.
I know, right? I know.
There's people out there.
It's crazy, bro.
I'm surprised he didn't get you, bro. He almost did. He almost did get you.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I could. It was a far stretch to hook a, shed and affiliate that with a woman dying of cancer. So I didn't buy it. The boat would have been the boat would have been a better one. Think about it. If a guy showed up here and was like, and he really sells it, he's driving kind of a beater, driving this little shitbox van or whatever, and he's like, yeah, my wife, we've been together 40 years and just diagnosed with terminal cancer, and all Frankie, all she really wants is just to go for a ride in the ocean on the boat before she dies. That's all she wants. I'd have to help her on the boat because she can't even walk or whatever, but I'd love to have this boat. That wouldn't tug at your heartstrings a little? I didn't have the boat, so that wasn't his feel to me.
I'll take you out.
I got a kayak. I got a kayak you could borrow.
I'll take you out on the fucking boat. I ain't giving it to you.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
People will stop at nothing.
Mm.
Any little leeway,
There's
any little
fucked up
loophole,
people out
yeah. It's unfortunate.
It is.
It really is.
So, you've been in Thailand. We'll go back to Thailand.
Sure.
Man.
Let's go.
Food's good there?
Food wasn't great.
No.
I didn't know.
You're a little picky eater.
I'm a little picky, and I didn't know what was, your typical.
Get up close on that fucking mic.
Eat that thing.
Your typical Thai food is not, Americanized. It's legit Thai food. So I'm going in there. I'm trying to read menus. I'm seeing all right.
Symbols and shit. You're like, oh, all right. This has got chicken.
Now this ain't. Where do we go? Oh, Japan.
Japan's great food.
Yeah. You think so?
I thought Japan's food was fucking great.
Just the sushi though.
No, the sushi was great. Even remember that fucking pizza place right next to us was actually really good at pizza and
Right.
pasta.
That Denny's we had, garbage.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's fucking
Thailand.
Denny's in China and in Japan?
That didn't have like eggs and shit, really.
Really?
You're looking at pictures and you're like,
Yeah.
A lot of times stuff they market as being from a region isn't. They say it's shit. I just remember that. You remember that commercial? Foster's, Australian for beer.
Yeah,
they say nobody drinks Foster's in Australia.
I don't
Shit.
even think they carry for.
You know what I mean?
I used to drink Fud, the big ass cans.
Big
Yeah,
cans.
Foster's, Australian for beer.
Oil cans.
Oil cans?
And then they say like Chinese food that you would get here is not the same as what you get in China. I don't know if Thai food here is what you get. You've been to Thailand. I've never been to Thailand.
It's a little different, but I mean, kind of same thing. But
Yeah.
you gotta know what to eat. I got sick one day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Food trucks out there or no?
Food trucks? No.
So I went to Singapore. Did you go to Singapore?
I didn't go to
I went to Singapore, and supposedly they're known for their food trucks. I didn't even get to them. I was there quick though. But the food, I went to a couple restaurants in Singapore that were fucking great.
Yeah. South Korea, food trucks. They got a market. We did the wet market there. You, Lori, and Steve.
Well, you guys brought
We walked around a lot over there though.
Yeah.
You brought the coronavirus back with us.
Yeah,
Where it all
we
started.
did.
Those
Yeah,
fucking wet market.
Yeah.
They say those wet markets pretty gross. Was it?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
The shit. They'll have like a monkey sitting in a cage on top of some other animal, selling shitting on it.
They'll fish anything.
Yeah.
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 They just net, fish everything, bring it in there, and
Sell it.
you got and it's, I don't know, 500 yards of just still alive fish bleeding out right in the middle of the fucking walkway.
Really?
And people were going around and picking out fish and shit, like octopus. Fucking one octopus crawled out, was trying to make a fucking great
Run
escape.
for it, yeah.
The fucking thing grabs it and throws it back in the ice. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why all this disease and shit comes out.
Sure.
There,
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Pretty sure that was made by Fauci in a lab, but anyway.
No, that aspect. But I mean, in the past,
Yeah.
Well, then, I guess if you gotta.
Well, the movie Outbreak, kind of scared the shit out of everybody. You started to believe the whole world could be wiped out by a monkey bite. You know what I mean?
That was pretty good.
Back when that came out, it was a good movie, man.
Dustin Hoffman.
It was good.
Who was the other guy?
They were gonna, if I can remember the movie, my memory is shot, but at the end of it, weren't they flying a nuke in to nuke the whole fucking
Jackson.
town?
Mm-hmm.
And right before the plane flew over, they found the cure from the host, and they're gonna fucking nuke the whole town. That's crazy.
If it was real life,
They probably nuked the whole town.
Yeah.
Bill Gates would have saved the day.
Yes, sir.
Fucking outbreak.
Good movie.
And then it always came from bats, right? It always came from something.
Yeah.
Well, no, this one came from bats.
You know, no, remember?
Well, they said it can't.
Talking about a bat
can't
movie.
go for a fucking bat.
I'm older than you boys, but do you guys remember? It came out when I was a kid. Scared the fuck out of me. But Cujo, you remember Cujo?
Yeah.
Cujo got bit in the nose by a bat. And he got rabies. I guess it would have been rabies. I don't know if they called it rabies in the movie, but he went fucking mad and just started.
Was it a bat that bit him?
Bat. You remember he was.
That's a Stephen King movie.
He chased a rabbit.
I'd
I
like to
think.
read that.
I think he chased a rabbit down a hole, and he stuck his. I think he stuck his nose in the hole, and a bat bit him or something. Maybe. I think that's it. Again, people are gonna fucking massacre me.
Cujo was a Saint Bernard, right?
Saint Bernard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine Saint Bernard fucking trying to get after you, bro. Shit.
My dad, I never met him, but my dad had a Saint Bernard when he was a kid. His name was Sam, and he still to this day he says it was the best dog he ever owned. He said,
Dulcie had the Saint Bernard. That you
Is
couldn't
it?
go in the house. Yeah, couldn't wear a hat and shit. If you wore a hat,
I don't see much of St. Bernards.
"Oh wait, it would fuck you up if you wore a hat."
Yeah, it would growl and shit.
Really?
Like, yo, fuck your dog's out, bro. I'm not.
Who's the best St. Bernard though?
Beethoven? Definitely.
Ah.
Definitely Beethoven.
He's the best.
Cujo, though, fuck Beethoven up, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Bro, when Beethoven,
he's a family
that's
man.
what I'm
He's got
saying.
too
When you
much
started
to
fucking
lose.
with the kids, though, Beethoven
True.
stepped up.
That is true. That is true.
Cujo might have a fucking problem.
He's fighting for passion. He's fighting for love. That's it. Yeah, Cujo's just fighting out of rage.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I say don't get emotional, right? When you fight, stay calm, stay poised.
As they say. There was always good, like, dog movies growing up. Like, what was the
Homeward
one-
Bound.
Homeward Bound was
That's a
great.
great
Is that
one.
Michael J. Fox?
Yeah,
Right?
voiceover.
Where Lassie, where the red fern grows.
Lassie, right? He's fucking Lassie. It's like from the 50s, bro.
Remember John Belushi, K9?
Yes.
What
Of
it was called?
course.
Oh, yeah, that was a great
That was
movie.
fucking
We had that dope. He had that, what was that, German Shepherd?
Shepherd.
Went through the fuck. The dude comes
Turn-
in. The dude comes in that
I
fight
know what
scene.
you're about to say, Ron.
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah.
Turner and Hooch.
No, but K9 where the fucking dog, the guy comes in, throws the fucking pool ball at the dog, and dog catches it and crunches it. And fucking that shit was dope. That's Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi.
Yeah.
I said John.
Yeah.
I meant Jim.
Yeah. And then Turner Hooch. They have a new Turner Hooch now.
Really, right?
They do. I haven't seen it.
You guys seen the new
Disney.
Top Gun? I was thinking about going to see that.
Oh,
tonight.
bro.
Don't
Fucking
Don't even get me started.
amazing.
Don't. I don't want to. Don't tell me.
Amazing.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell you. It's not really tell you really too much.
I'm gonna
It's
go.
we're gonna run down. There's not in the room.
I want to go
It's
see it tonight.
phenomenal, bro.
Did you see it in the movie
Phenomenal.
theater?
I did.
You did.
Yeah, I tried to go on IMAX, but
Took your kids.
So it's made for
I was in
IMAX.
Virginia
Or
Beach for
Dolby.
Oh,
Yeah.
you and Tino went. Yeah, that's cool.
me and Tino and Buddy.
Raj, you gotta go see it. It's
I
fucking
think I'm gonna
incredible.
go tonight with the girl. I think.
Nostalgia, the whole nine.
Really,
It's just-
one of my
start with the
favorite movies.
Dun, dun, dun,
They say he looks.
dun.
They say he looks just like he did in the original. Does he? He looks,
Bro,
looks
he,
better.
yo, it's fucking
Looks better.
crazy how
Yeah.
he don't look. I mean, he looks a little older, but dude, he does not look how old he is. Holy crap!
crazy.
But
Looks
he
like
does-
you, Raj. Looks like you're Raj.
Scientology, baby.
You're Raj.
He does a like a,
How old is he? How old's Tom Cruise?
He's older
Like
than
60,
me.
bro.
He's older than me.
Bro, he looks younger than me, I think.
he did a little
59.
You're a little
59.
You're a little weathered.
You're
You're a little
bro.
weathered.
I'm used.
For getting, bro, for being punched in your face many times, you don't look bad, bro. You don't look that bad. You should look way worse. Mark, you ever think about? I know you did a boxing. You ever think of? I mean, bro, you got a lot of years in fucking training. You ever thought about taking on an amateur MMA fight?
No, I mean I have in the past when I was like 21,
Mm-hmm.
22. Steve Rivera was supposed to put some event together at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to fight at like XS and fucking
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
name was on the card. and
No
everything.
way.
Yeah. This was like in my.
I said that to Frankie Bunch. I would love to have seen Marky fucking, but I guess that's a lot to juggle with her, Well, how long you been on the fire department?
12 years. It's gonna be 12 years.
Oh yeah, so that's a lot to juggle. I mean, you got your
It's not-
priorities
I mean,
straight, but
It's not a lot to juggle. If I really want, it'd be a
I
great schedule
suppose.
to train.
I suppose.
Steve A.
Steve A.
Miocic.
She's fucking, world champion.
That is true.
Full-time
Chris
fighter
Lytle.
now.
Good point.
Chris Lytle.
I don't-
love Chris Lytle.
Yeah, I love it. He's
You know, that's-
BKFC now, right? He does all the commentary.
Commentary.
Who?
Yeah,
Lido does?
Lytle. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Lytle does,
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
He's pretty good at it. Yeah.
I know
He,
him
I
from
did
times. He's a great guy.
his podcast like, I don't know, not too long ago.
He's pretty good.
Actually,
commentator.
Corey just moved out to Indiana.
I saw that. Just
Wait,
bought a
yeah?
house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He'll
Sorry.
come back. He'll come back for his camps and stuff.
Posted,
Yeah.
he
Congratulations, Corey.
Yeah.
sold the house here. Got rid of it or kept it?
No, that was his buddy's.
Oh,
His
I thought he
buddy's
bought
house.
that.
He
Okay.
was kind of
Oh.
staying there.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, like
Burns, that was Burns' house.
Oh,
Remember
his
Burns?
college
Yeah.
roommate, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I never, I always enjoyed kind of watching tape, kind of mimicking these guys' style, getting in there for these guys, kind of just whatever. You know what I mean? What else? What the fuck am I doing?
Nah, he's fucking utility guy.
I was telling
go left. Hey, limp this round a little bit.
Yeah, Randy Velarde, baby. Anywhere.
Yo, you know who showed up at the gym today? Is Fraser, bro.
Todd?
Todd father, yeah.
Wait, to train?
Nah, he was his son goes to school there. So.
Oh, right.
And he popped in. I literally just got over and pop up.
Todd
Like, oh shit, what up? No, bro.
Todd can't fight.
Todd, for real. He was moving his hands and hips. And Mark was there. Mark was like, bro, oh my God, you look good. You've been doing this. You look good. So I said, yeah, let's go. I want to hit some pads with him.
That guy
He's
should.
I
I gotta hold him at the whole pads like
good
this.
personality, bro. He should either have a podcast or be a commentator, or he should be doing something.
He will. Whatever he decides he wants to do, he's going to do great at. I was on the national championship football team with him. Raiders, Ponerero's team and stuff. We used to go in the basement of Ponerero's house and go in a closet, and one person would start in there with boxing gloves. And then we used to turn the lights off, and then the other person would have to go in, and then you would fight.
No lights on?
No lights on.
That's crazy.
Swinging for the fences.
Someone's going to get cleaned on that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, stupid shit. Kid shit.
That's fine.
But yeah, Tyler got some hands.
He's an athlete.
He's an athlete. He can move a little bit. He's long, tall, lanky.
Dude, he's 6 foot. How tall is he? How tall is
Gotta
he? Taller
be
than you?
my height. I don't know if he's taller than me, but he's definitely my height.
Maybe a little taller than you.
Might be. I don't know. Why, you think I'm offended if he's taller than me?
He's not
Certainly will never be you.
No. If I was offended that everyone's taller than me, I'd be a very upset individual.
He's not even the biggest in his family.
I know his dad is. His dad is like fucking 6'10",
Dad's a
bro.
big guy,
6'10".
6'10".
Yeah.
There's actually a video of a guy. He's like 6'10". He puts a camera on his hat
To see what...
so you can
see
see
what... Yeah, that's
viewpoint.
cool. That's
like
cool.
Him like showering above the door.
That's funny, man.
That sucks.
Hell yeah.
I don't think that is like a bad life for a guy. Everybody wants to be tall. That might be on the extreme side where you're ducking under doorways, which be
I don't want to be
annoying.
tall, bro.
Flying.
But
I don't want to be tall.
Imagine,
Don't speak for me, bro.
can you
Don't speak for
imagine
me.
being a girl and being like fucking 6'10"? How are you gonna get a boyfriend? Everybody's gonna be shorter than you.
Yo,
Everybody.
that's a lot of legs to shave.
Yeah, right.
That's a lot of legs to shave, bro.
Like I-95, baby.
Do you think they have less? Okay, honestly, like, really, it's like, okay, a girl that's 5'5" and a girl that's 6'10". Does the girl that has 6'10" have more hair follicles? You think, or
Yeah,
hair follicles more spread out?
I would say more hair follicles, wouldn't you? I would think. What do you think? They're just more. We're not all born with the exact same amount of hair follicles.
More leg.
More leg, more hair follicles.
Yeah.
More hair follicles.
It's like when you shave your legs, Roger. It takes a long time.
Oh,
longer than me.
that
If
random
if I was
fact.
to shave my leg, you do shave your legs, don't you?
I don't
You buzz
shave
them.
them. I
You
buzz
them.
them.
He doesn't shave them.
You
He
still
gives
use that
He gives
nair?
them. He gives them a haircut.
You're still a big nair guy?
For my butthole, yeah, I nair my butthole.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so scary, bro.
Yeah, you don't want dingleberries down there, pal. You got
Dingleberries, bro.
You don't want anything for your shit to cling to. You want a nice bare asshole.
Your boyfriend don't like the
Yeah,
dingleberries.
exactly.
Bro, the nair, you just leave it on too long, you get burnt.
Oh, you'll fry your asshole. Don't do that.
You've
Don't
done
do
it. You've
that.
done it.
Yeah, no, you know who did?
But
Oh
then
my
put you-
god!
put you out of commission
You
for
know,
the weekend.
you know who did it and who would openly talk about it because he has
Jesse.
no fucking shame at all. No, oh my god. Jesse sent me a picture of him sunning his asshole the other day. Not of his asshole. His legs are up in the air, spread, and you see the sun in the background, and he's sunning his asshole. And sent me a picture of it. Thank God there was nothing else on that thing, but it's definitely him in his backyard. So you imagine being his neighbor? Crazy. But Louie, our old,
it's like your lips getting tan.
our old
They say same skin.
producer
Same skin.
down here, my best friend Louie. We went to Daytona for Bike Week. This is 20 fucking years ago, a long time ago. A bunch of us went down. We got like 2 hotel rooms and we split them. It was like,
Maryland, Ocean City?
no. Daytona. Did I say Ocean City?
I'm sorry.
Daytona,
I
Florida.
didn't say that.
And we right on the strip, right on the ocean, right on A1A there.
A1A.
And I think it was maybe 10 of us. So we had like 5 people in one room and 5 people in the room next door. Because when you're young, you don't give a fuck.
Budget.
Just sleep wherever. And
That's something to
somehow the subject of nairing your asshole came up. So I was like, yeah, man, I've naired my asshole for as long as I remember, just because I don't want to fucking hair ass. You know what I mean? So Louie, my best friend, he's pretty hairy. Louie's a pretty hairy dude. He's like, fuck it, I'll do it. You know what I mean? So I had it. I brought it with me.
Oh,
you know
so
what I mean?
did you pepper it?
Here we go.
Did you paintbrush it on?
Here we go.
Did you paintbrush it on him?
So I was like, all right, go in the shower, put it on the shower or whatever. So he goes in the shower. And I guess you got to put it on before you shower. You know what I mean?
Bro, I've done it. Like, not my asshole.
See?
And I burned myself.
Because you left it on too long.
Yeah, because it's not made for us to do that, bro. I was like 15 when I did it.
Yeah, you can't.
You know?
You got hairy chest at 15? The fucking Chewbacca.
No, I was doing like my habit trail.
So, yeah, and I'm the weird one for narrowing my ass? What the fuck? So anyway, he comes out and he's in fucking pain, bro, because I guess before he washed it on, he probably left it on for like 15 minutes. I said leave it on for a little bit. And then
a little bit, but you should have given specific.
I should have. So Louis, who has no fucking shame at all, just fucking is like, look, what is it? Because he's like, it's bleeding. And he spreads his ass. Bro, it was like, you've seen, what is that called? Purple, What's the fucking vagina called? That's fucking
Blue
like
waffle.
Purple waffle. It looked like a fucking purple waffle, bro.
I don't know what purple waffle.
Blue waffle.
Google it. You'll be so disgusted.
No, dude. Why are you telling me? No.
Everybody Google purple
Blue waffle.
That's what Louis' asshole looked like.
I don't know fucking purple waffle. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, check it out. Images. Hit images. Yeah, that was a crazy weekend down there. So bunch of shit happened that weekend.
It's actually a plant.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Really? You'll find it. You keep looking, you'll find it. That same weekend, it was raining one day, and nobody was out on bikes or whatever, because it was raining pretty good, and we were like, fuck it, let's just go out and ride, right? So we went.
While it's raining, you ride?
No, we were on street bikes, crotch rockets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. While it's raining, you went.
Oh, while it's raining. I thought you said all terrain. I thought you said. You saw it? You see it? Yeah, that's purple waffle. That's what Louis' butthole looked like.
Oh, dude, what is this? What the fuck is that? Come on, man.
So we go out on the beach, because you can ride on the beach, right? You're allowed to ride your motorcycles on the beach. We're on the beach. It's kind of like lightly raining or whatever. It's me and my best friend Bobby, who passed away. Like three of us, right? And all we want to do is ride by the hotel that we're staying in, because we have a balcony on the beach side, and I want to ride a wheelie on the beach, see if I can get my bike to do a wheelie on the beach. Kind of hard on dirt, but I was
the beach?
I was convinced that I could make it happen. I'd seen videos of guys doing it. I was like, I'd fucking do that.
A street bike?
Street bike, yeah. So we go out there, and the first pass, because you don't just enter the beach right at your hotel. You got to go down to like an access. So maybe we're like 5 blocks down, and we're coming by, and there's a bunch of us riding. And I'm kind of like the only guy that could stunt. It was like me and my best friend Bobby, who could ride a wheelie but didn't really stunt. A couple other guys, I forget, and then half the crew stayed back in the hotel because it was raining. They didn't want to go, and I wanted them to get a couple, shots or videos or whatever I was doing. So the first time we go by, I just get up and stand on the gas tank and do, they call it a dead air crisis. Not really a big deal. You stand on the gas tank and just lock your throttle on. And I just rode by doing that. Cool shot. I was going to come back and do a wheel. As soon as
you like stand up,
stand on your gas tank, it's called a dead air crisis. Well, anyway, or just a Christ, I guess. So anyway, I did it. And I see this fucking quad coming from the fucking, from A1A, this quad coming like a little blue light. I'm always getting pulled over by these little blue lights, right? And it was a cop on a fucking quad. And he comes flying out, pulls us over, fucking license, registration, all this, dangerous driving, talking all this shit. And he's like, you're getting a ticket. And he points at Bobby. And I'm like, fucking Bobby wasn't doing nothing, you know what I mean? So now in my head, I'm like, I wonder what he's getting a ticket for. Maybe he was doing something behind me. Like, I don't know. Bobby's looking at me like, you motherfucker. So he gets back on the quad, and I'm like, what's he writing you for the ticket for? You know what I mean? He said, I don't know. You fucking wrote him a ticket for doing what I was doing, like not reckless driving, like driving to a danger or whatever it is. Right. But he said because he was standing on his tank, but the ticket was already written. So I was like, fuck, I didn't know what to do. I paid the ticket, but my buddy got the ticket for me fucking doing some stupid shit.
That's fine.
Yep.
I would have ran.
Yeah. It wasn't much place to go.
Could you get away, you think?
No way. Because even if you made it out to A1A, it's not, I think A1A is like a 25-mile-an-hour zone, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get far. But the hotel we were staying at, a whole bunch of bikes got stolen. Ours didn't, but a bunch of, I guess every year it happens down there,
What, this during bike week?
During bike week, yeah. Yep.
At Daytona's bike week?
Daytona bike week, yeah. We were down there for that.
Ocean, that's why I think.
So A1A, I thought A1A is Miami.
I think A1A runs all the way up, man. That's where, that's A1A, Beachwood Avenue. Girls wear hot, wearing less than bikinis. You know that song. That was your favorite jam.
Less than bikinis. I forgot how we go.
Rolling in my 5.0.
I forgot.
That's
Vanilla Ice. Sings about A1A, yeah.
don't know the words, bro. You got it, man.
You usually do. You usually know.
No, I don't know, but I'm not into that gay stuff. I was definitely into that as a kid.
I don't think there was anybody that didn't like his shit when it first came out.
Too legit.
Too legit to quit. Hey,
That's MC Hammer.
Remember
those two were always linked.
2 Live Crew, and when they came out.
MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah. What other song did he have though? What other song did he have in Ice?
Who?
Ice, baby, Ice. That's it,
that
right?
was the biggest one.
I know.
And didn't they say he stole that hook? Wasn't that supposedly a stolen?
Under Pressure.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
He's a rock now. He's a rock.
Like
Oh, is it?
Raps a little bit.
Really?
He has a song. Girls are just in the beginning. He does, for real. He
had a show doing like house flips for a while. He was like flipping houses, doing renovations to houses.
So he's friends with Dana.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that there's I don't know what show it was. Like he was on it though, like the reality show about celebrities and like how famous you are. And like had to prove how famous they were. And like they had to call someone that was famous and show how. And he called Dana White.
Oh really?
And it gives you a certain amount of points.
No shit. I don't know.
MTV show.
Something like
that. If Vanilla Ice can call fucking Dana White and he answers, can't you get Dana White to come on the podcast and just do a Zoom on this spell? Can you get that kind of pull? You've been fighting for the man for 16 years. Get him on the show.
Maybe.
Get
I
him on
don't
the show.
like you much.
I'll sit that one out. You can interview him.
Joking.
The Zoom's good.
Zoom, we don't do a lot of Zoom because we love having guests on the couch. I just think we both think it's more relatable, more interesting, more involved, more just more interaction, just better. You know, the vibe is better. We've probably done, what would you say, Frankie, 4, 5 podcasts on Zoom.
Yeah, about that.
And I couldn't, even after we do them, I agree more. They're not as, I don't know, I guess interactive, right? They just don't seem to be.
It's not as...
So it's not our preference we would do it. We could definitely get bigger names on the Zoom, so we probably should do it, but...
For sure. Yeah, it's wonky. Like, you know, you're waiting for their response. You talk when they talk.
Yeah.
Like Roger loves to do. You lose it, you know?
All right. People that listen to our show, who overtalks who more? I know I did it bad in the beginning, but I think I got better. I think you do it more now.
You know what? That's what happens. You fucking hit the kid, you start to hit back. You know what I'm saying?
As a fan of the show and an avid listener,
yes, sir.
You pick up things like quick. Like you're chime in, but you have the gift of gab.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Pick up to keep the conversation.
Is that you calling Frankie an idiot without calling him an idiot?
Listen, bro.
No.
He's pretty
Roger will tell you.
Frankie's a reader, man. He knows a lot of shit that I don't.
I'm actually reading a book now.
He reads a lot.
I'm reading. Which I had this book for a minute, and I'm reading. It's Martin Rooney's book. What's it called? Big Ten. It's actually good.
Oh, wrestling?
No. It's just a book how this guy's he's mentoring a football coach, he's mentoring like a business owner and how to give them how to create good culture in their businesses and another football team. And it's actually pretty useful book if you're into that stuff, you know.
Gotcha.
But yeah, this is the flea circus. You ever heard of like that? Never heard of a flea circus? I don't know if supposedly it's real back in the day.
What is it?
A flea circus?
Yeah.
You know, fleas can jump. This was in the book.
Yes. Yeah.
Fleas can jump 60 times their height.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like if you were 6 foot, which you are, that'd be like you could jump
60 feet.
A fucking, no, more than that.
No, 6 times?
Yeah.
So, it would be,
60 times. Not like 60.
36 feet?
Like
60 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? It'd be fucking, you'd be jumping on top of a building.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Well, that's they could do. And now the flea circus, the way it works is, they put a glass, like a flea will jump, since it can jump that fucking high, how do you keep it in a box? In other words, to do all this flea shit, this circus. They put a lid on top of it, right? A glass lid, so then they can't jump. They can only jump so high. And all of a sudden they start not jump, they adjust it. They adjust their legs and how much they can jump so they don't hit the top. They don't hit the lid. Eventually, they could take the lid off and the fucking thing.
How small is a flea? I've definitely heard of flea circuses.
Who wants to go to that circus?
But how tall? How big is a flea? Can you even fucking see this happening? Aren't they like
fucking fleas?
Too small to even really see with the naked eye? Or am I crazy? They're that big?
I don't know.
I've definitely heard of a flea circus, but I didn't think. I thought it was. I don't know. I guess I thought it was just like a thing to use as a reference because they could jump so high. I didn't know it was an actual thing.
Maybe it is a fiction book. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it.
Sounds like
what? Four people could gather around the box.
Yeah, but do you get what he's trying to say? Like,
yeah, of course. That's why I just thought it was like a reference because they actually can do that, but it could never be an actual flea circus because who could actually see it?
Bro. Other flea circuses, I think we need to look this up. We need to put the thing on the TV circuit like, boom!
Yeah, you're wrong, Roger.
Fucking
you're
wrong once again.
Idiot.
And let's just put a tally board. We just put a tally board. Fucking how many times
You should.
this guy's correct, and how many times you're incorrect.
Okay. We'll check mark. All right.
Check mark.
Firefighter.
Flea circuses.
Is it? We want to know if it was an actual real thing, basically.
There's some still in existence.
What?
There's some still in existence.
Still in existence, bro.
Seattle.
Barnum and Bailey's.
Seattle, of course.
Seattle.
Of course, yeah, that's just the streets in Seattle.
My first circus was actually in Seaside.
Was it?
You know when you come around a corner when you go around, about to go into the town?
Yeah.
Right there on the right-hand side, they used to
right.
set
You're
up
right. You're right.
That was my first circus.
I don't know how many years ago they did it, but since I've been living here, they put that big horse up as you're coming into town, as you make that juggernaut, you come around. The carousel. Someone ripped the fucking whole horse's leg off. They
really?
They fiberglassed it back on now. Someone ripped that and hung on it, I guess, and ripped the whole thing off.
Yeah. It used to take you hours to get around that bend to get into that town. Mm-hmm. People used to ride the strip in their fucking sports cars and shit.
Yeah. When I first moved here, so it'd been, like I guess 98, around 2000, man. It was, my sister took me there, and I was like, holy shit, this is like, I mean, think about it. I was getting pulled over by cops in their personal vehicle, sheriffs, a little bullet to go into Seaside and seeing every other car was like a, souped up Porsche or whatever. Back then, it's not even like that now. It's
it'll never be like that.
But no, never.
I don't know.
You think so?
I don't know. I don't think life ain't like that no more, right?
No, yeah.
People just ain't fun no more.
True, that is true.
That time was great.
It was. Yep.
You bounced there for a while. I was bored.
I did. I told Frankie our story the first time we ever met. I'll tell it since he's here now. We were on the boardwalk at what's that bar that's gone now? Not Jack's. What was the name of it?
Jack and Bill's.
Jack and Bill's, yeah. They used to call it Jack and Pills.
That's right.
So
Thursday nights.
I didn't know Marky at the time, and again, this is I don't know, fucking 12 years or 15 years ago or something. I didn't know Marky at the time. He was with his buddy Cantalupa, who I also didn't know. I was with a couple of my buddies. Max, I remember there. I don't remember who else. And
was there.
Yep. And I didn't know Marky at all at the time, and I didn't know his friend Cantalupa either. And a fight broke out, and it was near, you could go in from either side. You could go in from the street side, which they call the strip, or you could come in from the boardwalk side. It was like two entrances and exits. And a fight broke out, and it kind of broke out on the opposite side that I was from. I don't know if you guys were in the fight or if it was just your boys or whatever, but the whole bar basically went out on the boardwalk. And it was raining out there. And at the time, I was laid off of work. This was on a Thursday, because you used to be busy on a Thursday, and I didn't have to work the next day because I had a broken clavicle. But I think I had just taken my arm out of the sling. So I was just kind of winging it, you know what I mean? But I was still off work. And so I was out on a Thursday night, and this fight breaks out, and the whole crowd. So of course, everybody goes out. They want to see what's going on. And somehow I got up close to where this fight's happening. I don't think it was Marky fighting, if I remember right. It was like your buddy or something. Yeah, but it was raining. It was raining out, right? And I was kind of watching. I don't know if I said something. I don't know what happened, but Cantalupo fucking rips his shirt off. His buddy rips his shirt off, and he's like, you want to fucking, I guess because I'm a big guy, I don't know, you want to fucking go? So I was barking, and I went, I think, to go near him or whatever, and my buddy Max stood between us, and I fell. Well, no, Max like bear hugged me, and he fell on top of me, right on my fucking shoulder that was broken, right? That I just had a broken clavicle from the motorcycle accident I was in with you. That's how I broke the clavicle. Yeah.
Wait, on the bike?
On the bike.
So
yep.
I knew you, though.
You did?
Yeah,
because if you were training.
Yeah.
So then,
you thought that I was getting into the fight. So you came out to see if I was all right. And then
I didn't know you because
guy.
You're right.
I want to fight.
Yeah.
He's fucking nuts.
So anyway, we never got to fight basically, and John was a big guy. I don't know how well I would have done in that anyway, but whatever. I was a scrapper too. So we left. I had no idea where they were going. They had no idea where I was going. Somehow we both end up at Hemingway's, but because I was so fucking wet from the rain, I stopped, and my shoulder was now killing me. I stopped at the car and threw a hoodie on, and it was a UFC hoodie. And this guy's known Frankie forever. They've trained forever. I walk in, and there they are. Standing, there's two guys we almost got into it with. We walk in, and I remember Marky says to me, "Oh, this fucking guy with UFC, this fucking tough guy."
We probably had a couple shots.
Yeah. We were cool after that.
That Hemingway's was a fucking no holds bar.
It was, man. It was. I had a bunch of scraps in there.
That was years. What years were that? Those different. That was like 07.
I started there. I started bouncing there in 08 or 09. My first night, stupid, rookie, fucking idiot. I started there I was always hanging out in there, and I was like, shit, I spent a bunch of money on the weekends. I could still come here, make money, pick up girls, and go home, and not have to, that was my mentality. So I got a job there bouncing. Plus, I knew a bunch of the bouncers there and shit. My very first night, I'd never bounced before in my life. I wore a nice watch. 5 minutes into my fucking shift, this melee breaks out on the dance floor. I grab a guy, drag him out. Look, my watch is gone. It was a Movado, nothing crazy, but it was probably,
stole it.
No, they got ripped off in the fight, landed on the floor, I'm sure, and someone fucking took it. So I made $150 my first night and spent $1,500, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Crazy. Yep.
Fucking, that's who I actually linked up ran into in Thailand. It was Timmy, Tattoo Timmy.
Oh, no shit, yeah.
He was out there for a bit.
Okay.
His story was crazy,
He
too.
did. You know his story? I know a little bit of it. He got hit by a car.
On Route 3 outside of a Giant Stadium and dragged like a quarter mile down the road.
Yes. Helping, if I know the story right, he was a cop.
Yeah.
Helping a lady who who blew a tire out, was helping her change her tire, and he got hit and got all fucked up and then got a permanent disability.
Wow. I was drinking and driving and leaving the game, I think it was.
Yeah.
And got a permanent disability. I think the guy still fucking pays him to this day.
Yeah.
But and then he got his pension and everything else because disability.
He was a big dude. He didn't have to do that. He just liked doing that. He liked bouncing.
Yeah, he just wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
He lives down in Costa Rica now. He keeps telling me to come down.
Yeah.
I gotta get down.
I always liked Timmy.
He runs a fishing charter.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's what he does?
My good friend James was good friends with him. James that used to run the door there, he was good. So they still talk, But, yeah.
I see Tap every once in a while, pops in there.
Yeah, he just started back at the gym today. He took probably a year off. He texted me. He's like, the one day I'll come back, you skip. Because I went fishing.
Oh, you skipped today?
I went fishing with a girl and I had to come here. And you were like, let's do the podcast early. So I was like, all right, let's go.
Oh, you were going to go to the gym?
No, I probably wasn't anyway. It's easy to blame it on you. I got a little fucking sunburn today, so.
I got some good sun, man.
It was, man. It was.
I had a blast in Virginia. We were kid wrestling and stuff like that, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Virginia Beach was a good time. Actually, Virginia Beach was kind of nice.
Really?
It was, man. I don't know. I mean, it was nice out.
How'd the boys do?
Good. Tina went 4-2. That's all right. Our team was young. We only won one match. It's a duel, but they got 6 matches. Wasn't bad. Good time. Kids had fun on the beach.
You
took everybody, the whole family?
No, just Tina.
They have high school teams down there too?
Oh yeah, 59 mats.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that with prep guys there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of them went. I would think.
Maybe on individual teams.
Because little Kurt was there.
Okay.
I didn't see him, but I think he went like 7-0.
He's a fucking killer, right?
Yeah,
he's a killer.
Yeah. He made it to the semis this year.
Really?
And wrestled, I think, the top seed.
Wow.
He was doing pretty well.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, he'll be on the podium for the next couple of years for sure.
That's awesome.
And Mondon and those guys changing that program around.
I heard, yeah. Did Jackson?
He coached at St. Peter's in New York City.
Oh, I didn't know that. No shit. Okay. Now, do you live up that way, Marky?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I was getting tired of that commute back and forth.
Right.
These fucking roads, if you're commuting in the morning, it's just getting busier and busier. You got to leave earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
And I think what they're doing now is they're trying to add an extra lane on the Parkway. I don't know if you see that construction.
I do.
By 100.
Yep, I do.
I don't know exactly what they're doing, if they're doing an off-ramp or an on-ramp, but...
You know where they need to do it? In the oranges, like that exit 140 through 145, maybe?
Yeah.
But you can't, because they have all the... I mean, you probably could, but the houses are so tight on either side of the Parkway, and then you have all the overpasses there. I don't know how they could ever widen that, but that's where it needs it the most.
They can't.
It needs it there. There's always a traffic jam there. You know where that cemetery is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Is that Newark, that cemetery?
No.
Irvington, I think.
Yeah, maybe Irvington. It don't matter what time of day, bro. It could be 2 in the morning. It's jammed up there. It could be noon. It could be 7 in the morning.
Yeah, was that cemetery
always
there
jammed.
before the park was there? Probably, right?
I don't probably.
Yeah, they tore
Some
up
of it
half
was
part
It's
of
on
it.
both sides. 'Cause it's on
Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah.
You think there was graves over there and people they moved them and shit?
Shit, I don't know.
Mhm.
I think eminent domain. They could do that, right? Because you can do eminent domain just about anywhere.
It's the government.
Yep.
They tell you, fuck you, it's mine.
And they just give you fair market value, right? It doesn't matter if you want to get rid of it or not. They take it, basically.
That's fucking bullshit.
It's bullshit.
You know,
Bullshit.
pay, fucking pay the guy
Right.
or girl,
Right.
whatever. You know,
But that would be substantial.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and at the end of the day, it's like I made a good investment,
Right.
right? I parked my ass here because I knew you might have been building this way.
Yeah.
Now fucking pay me.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck
You know.
Well, again,
Or
if
if it's your home, then you want to stay. Then I don't know.
you can't talk badly about the government. If you do, at the end of the episode, we have to all, in unison, in agreement, we have to all say we love Biden and it'll help our ratings and we won't get shadow bans.
Nah, listen, you can look whoever you want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Either side. Just don't allow your political view to blind you from the common sense that you need in this world. Like, just because your party believes in something doesn't mean you have to believe
Correct.
in something. You know?
I don't want to
Make
belong to a
fucking
party.
logical decision.
I
Everyone was
never
like
wanted to
teams.
belong to a
Yeah,
party.
it's fucking- but those teams can get ugly.
They can.
You know what I
They
mean?
can.
Those are when it gets real ugly.
Yeah.
And people do, man. People are fucking ugly.
The older I get, the tighter my friend circle becomes, the less I like people, and I don't want to be that way. It's not how I was raised, man.
I'm friends with everybody,
Yeah.
bro. Like you said earlier, I travel a lot. I run into different people. I love meeting new people. I love different conversations and seeing what people did.
That's different than relying or trusting or whatever. I don't do that.
The
Like,
trusting aspect.
right, you can't. People do you dirty, man.
For sure. For sure. I think we're all like that, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you think that's like a natural instinct thing?
No, I think that's learned.
Learned?
My kids trust. My kids would probably get in a car with anybody and be like, I tell them all the time, fucking stranger danger, don't ever. But kid, you could sell a kid a good story, and they see adults as a prominent figure that they should respect, and they could be convinced that I'll never let them be in that position, but it probably could happen. But as you get older,
Yeah, for sure.
I think you just trust people less. You know what I mean? At least I do,
Because you get burned.
because you get burned by a bunch of people.
The whole life, you're led to believe, don't get in a car with strangers. And somebody creates Uber,
Right.
millions of dollars
Correct.
by getting in a car with
Strangers.
strangers.
That's true.
Yep.
Business.
When's the last time you take an Uber? You take Uber a
I
lot?
took Uber this weekend. We took Uber a lot because
Yeah.
we took an Uber. So we went to.
Is it we always take it like when I go to cities and stuff.
I had
But
two other
are
couples
there Ubers.
staying with me all weekend. We kind of went out. Some people weren't from out of town and stuff, so we kind of went out all weekend. And we had a plan for the weekend that kind of fell apart a little bit because of weather. We were going to do a big barbecue in the backyard on Friday. That fell apart so we kind of just winged it. But Saturday night we went to Jenks. And it was so fucking. We had to take 3 different Ubers because there was other people came to my house.
Yeah, is Uber's available around us?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
easy-
So we had to
easy
take
to
3
get.
different Ubers to get there. So I was like the first Uber that got there. So it was 4 of us in the first Uber, and the other Uber was like 10 minutes behind us or 15 minutes behind us. So I said to my crew, "Do you want to just wait? You know what I mean, or do you want to go in?" Well, we got up there, and there was a fucking line. I've never seen a line that long in my life
Jenks?
ever. At Jenks and on usually Tiki
Well, yeah,
Monday.
okay, so you went out. How that was gone? Was it packed?
Dude, I've never seen it that busy, that packed, or a line that
this
long.
weekend.
This Saturday.
Memorial Day weekend.
Never seen it that busy. And I'm not even a huge Jenks guy. I go there once in a while, but Jenks not really my jam. But I figured it was a good place to entertain people from out of town. It's got a good vibe. It's the beach. It's Jersey Shore. So I thought we'll just do Jenks. So the girls I was with didn't want to wait outside, so they said it was hot or whatever. So I said, okay,
This during the day?
Nighttime. I think we got there at 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. And the line was fucking insane, bro. I would never wait in a line that long. If the line's more than 3 long, I'll just go home. I don't care about it that much, you know what I mean? But every time I've ever been there, the cops that work the front door always recognize me and say, hey, I don't ask for favors, but they usually, hey, Roger, come on in this door.
So Roger's over there peeking his head around the line.
No. I was walking to the line to go on the end of it, which ain't nowhere near the fucking doors. It's a mile away from the fucking doors. And I was just looking, and the door swung open, and there was the one fucking guy. So I just made eye contact. He's like, come on, go on. Right, you're good. And then me, the two girls went in.
Fan of Champ and Tramp.
Me, the two girls. Oh, yo, I ran into like 5 people this weekend that were like, bro, fucking love Champ and the Tramp, bro. You don't know. This one kid, you got me off topic now. Let me tell my jank story, and then I'll talk about Champ and the Tramp. So, me and the two girls go in, and my buddy, my buddy Greg at the end, I guess he didn't know it was us. They fucking pushed it back out. He's like, hey! So I got him in. He's like, just go to the other cop at where you get your hand stamped. Go to the other cop. Tell me with Rick, right? So I'm like, okay, I go to the other cop. He's like, I'm with Rick. He's like, there was a guy standing there, not a cop. He must have been the manager, maybe general manager. I don't fucking know. But he's like, who are you with? Who are you with? You have a VIP card? I was like, no, I don't have a VIP card. Rick said I'm good. So he comes. No, we don't do that here. I'm like, fucking. I'm in my head. I'm like, then I'll go home. I ain't waiting on that line. So he's like, what cop? There's no cop at the front door. I said, yes, there's a cop. He's probably a retired cop. But I was like, the guy in the white shirt at the front door, he's like, show me, take me to that guy. So now I'm thinking, fuck, I'm going to get this guy in trouble. I don't want to get this guy in trouble.
No, I would have been like, was he talking to you like that? I would have been like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to, bro?
No, you know me. I would never take anybody's shit. He wasn't like being disrespectful. He's like, there's no cop at the front door. What cop? What cop do you mean?
You think I'm lying? I'm like, dude, I'm not lying to you, dude.
So I was like, I didn't want to get all the way to him because I didn't want to get him like in fucking trouble. I just thought if I got close, pointed to him, and he was obviously wearing a fucking security shirt, the guy would be like, okay. I get like 10 feet from him. I was like, yeah, that guy. And he's like, he starts walking over to talk to him. I was like, all right, fuck it, here we go. So I walk over. Rick is talking to somebody else. He turns around. He said, no, Roger's good. He's like, he doesn't have a VIP card. He doesn't have nothing. He's like, he's good. So he looks at me and he says, nobody else. That's it. You 4, nobody else. I got 2 carloads coming behind. So I'm like, fuck. So we get it. So I text him. I was like, hey guys, listen, I don't think I can get you in because, fucking lines around the fucking building. And I would like to, but, this guy was kind of being a dick. So they're like, we'll try. We'll see we'll stand in line for a little bit and see how long. So we had one drink, and it was so fucking crazy. And it was all, I would say the age demographic was like from 21 to maybe 28. It was a young crowd. I couldn't take 2 steps without someone saying, can I get a picture with you? Can I get a picture with you? Which I never mind. I always fucking take a picture. But I couldn't even have a conversation with people.
Fans, baby.
So I didn't really want to be there anyway. So, they waited in line for like 10 minutes later. They were texting. I was like, can you get out of here? So we just left and went to River Rock, which was dead, and it was fine. It was like a band playing and shit. And
I like River Rock.
River Rock was all right. So we just hung out at River Rock. But yeah, Jenks was insane busy.
I didn't give a fuck about 4 people. You got a line around the corner.
I guess they try to rake in as much money as they can.
Then let the fucking people in.
But, right.
Fire code, probably.
I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know what the VIP card is about. I don't know if you pay for that or what.
Yeah, you pay it.
That must be why. Guy wanted me, but I've been in there. I don't know. I've been in there 20 times, and they're always cool. It was just the one time that I showed up with more than 1 carload of people. The guy would be a douche.
I mean, it's good to see the fucking bars are getting busy again, though.
Right. Oh, dude, mayhem, absolute. I've never seen it that busy. Ever.
So you only went out. This was Saturday night.
No, and then
Friday night. Sunday.
No, that was Saturday. Sunday we just stayed local. We tried to go. Someone told us that the Ocean Club, that new place on the beach side. Yeah. Someone said that you don't need a member. You don't remember how they were selling like cabanas?
No, the cabanas
for like 30 grand.
Yes,
well, someone said they were in there. Someone told us. I forget what person. No, I was in there. You can just go to the bar. You don't have to be. So we're like, that would be a cool place to do.
The bar, the restaurant.
That's the restaurant. I've been to the restaurant a ton of times. I know the restaurant side. Somebody said the other side. So I was like,
there's a bar on the other side?
Yeah, there's definitely a bar on the other side. So, and a DJ. So I was like, well, that'll be a cool place to entertain. So I was like, we'll take them there. We'll stop in there and have a drink. No, you can't go in there. Yeah. We walked in, they were like, I think you guys want to be on the other side. I was like, oh yeah, we want to be on the other side.
Yeah, because they have a board, they have an outside.
Yeah, they do. So anyway, they were fun. They were cool. So we went to the other side, had a couple drinks. We just kind of did the rounds down on Seaside. The people that were in town really wanted to be at the beach.
They wanted to go to the Jersey Shore house.
The one had never been at the beach before, so we just kind of bounced around. But while I was in Sawmill, I believe it was Sunday, I saw a couple sitting there. There was a bunch of us in there. We ate and had some drinks, whatever. I saw this one couple kind of at the corner, looked over a couple times, and when they left, the guy stopped, patted me on the shoulder, and he said, hey, Roger, I don't want to bother you. I know we're the friends or whatever, but I just wanted to tell you, I absolutely love Champ and the Tramp. You don't know how much the show has helped me in my life, and some of the stories you tell and some of the things you guys, talk about in there has helped me so much. And the girl gave me a hug. His girlfriend gave me a hug, said, thank you so much. He loves your show. I think that's, to me, that is so much cooler than someone say, I loved you when you were on Jersey Shore. I'd rather, that was so long ago. I don't really, I don't think about that much anymore. It's cool when people say I like you for Champ of the Tramp. Or
all those people are really old. They're all really old. You're not gonna see them.
No. Yeah, exactly, bro. Listen to this. I'm at Jenks, and I was telling you people were coming up left and right, which kind of annoys my girl a little bit, not because she minds, because she knows I'll always make time for people. I'm never a fucking dick ever, but it annoys her because she can't have a conversation with me. You know what I mean? But 2 different girls came up and said, "Oh my God, Roger, my mother loves you so much. Can we FaceTime her?" I had to FaceTime 2 moms while I was there. The kid didn't give a shit about me. The mom loved me. It was awesome.
Wow, that was funny.
The moms love me. The moms love me.
How the moms look?
Oh, I don't remember, but they looked amazing. Choosy moms choose Roger.
That's great, man.
That sounds like a good Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was fun. It was more. The older I get, the less I like drinking and being out. And I feel like a waste time. There's so much shit I could do. I could be working on my house, whatever. But when you're entertaining, and these people want to be at the Jersey Shore, they kind of go hand in hand. They want to go out, they want to have fun, they want to do things. So I had planned on one night just staying in the backyard, but it rained Friday night, so we couldn't do that. So I went out. Yesterday, I really didn't drink at all. We just kind of hung out. We didn't actually go to the beach and put our feet in the sand much, but yesterday we did. We went to that the Sawmill Beach Bar side.
You
Just chilled there.
Funtown Beach.
You can, yep.
Funtown Beach.
I thought they called it I thought it was what's right in front of the Sawmill, whatever they call it.
Well, now there's the Funtown Beach. I don't know. That's
Oh no, you're talking about Louis. You're talking that's the private beach. No, we were on the opposite side of the fence of that. But yeah, we could have gone out there and did that, but we didn't bring our own booze, and we just chilled. So they were at the beach. They got to walk around, check, and have Midway steak, and so it was cool. We hung out, and I didn't really drink yesterday. I think I had 1 drink because I
got a little banged up yesterday.
Did you?
A little bit, not bad.
Oh, at Steve's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
If I drink,
Have fun.
Normal crew.
Yeah. Normal crew.
Yeah, he's got such a great
no, I swore. I actually yelled it to him. I swore on. Not that you would know, I guess maybe you would, but I swore Sebastian walked by on the boardwalk on Sunday. Was he in the boardwalk on Sunday?
Could be.
Could have swore. I yelled his name, but he didn't turn his head, so it might not have been him. But
we don't have Island Beach State Park. We gotta do more of that.
It's free right now. You know that for some reason?
no. Oh, now it is?
Yeah.
It was last year because of the whole COVID thing. They were letting certain days on for free.
I think
they gave a certain date. I think.
A certain date.
So it's free right now?
It's free right now.
Why, you like there?
I do, man.
Why?
Go out there with a good crew, right?
Are you into fishing?
Oh, you're talking about bring.
Yeah.
You're talking about bring the truck on.
Bring the trucks on,
right?
Get a fire.
Can you do that for a day pass? Or you have to buy the whole
No,
pass?
you can do it a day pass, but there are certain things you got to have, right? You got to have a jack, a rope,
You gotta have a
fishing rod,
in the water,
and a fire
It doesn't have to be in the
extinguisher.
water. It just has to
be
be
stuck in the
sand.
ground. That's what they say. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not supposed to drink, but
And you're not allowed to
Wait,
tent
you're not
out,
supposed
right?
to drink?
no. And we actually a couple Memorial Days ago, we got fucking nailed. The guy made us pour. I had my 1 drink, $300 worth of booze. This dude made them pour out.
Wow.
I refused. I said, I'm not doing it.
And you left, or he wrote you?
No, he didn't write us. He said you're gonna pour it out, and then you guys are getting off the beach. And fucking
Yeah, fuck you. I'll just get off the beach then.
like we're adults. We're
Right.
fucking adults. We're
Right.
not kids getting fucking drunk
Right.
here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm fucking a fireman. I'm enjoying my weekend.
Right.
This guy's a union.
Why
cop
can't
in
you
there.
drink though?
They wanted you to put them in red Solo cups, I guess.
They don't want people partying out there.
But the other cop pulled up at a rookie, and he turned around and he goes, "This is how you don't deal with certain calls." And the guy's like, "Did you tell me you were fireman and shit?" I'm like, "I'm not pulling my card like that." I was like, I just told him like, "Hey, listen, we'll take the booze and leave." And the guy was like, "No, you're pouring it all out right now."
Yeah.
I was like, "You motherfucker."
Now, is Island Beach State Park where the kid from Maine just got buried in the sand and died?
That wasn't from.
Wasn't it? Ooh.
That wasn't from Maine. I thought they're from up north.
No, that kid was from Maine.
They fucking was it? I thought it was.
No, it was like that was Tom. Yeah, Ortley.
Okay, this can be. We'll start the board now today. Who's right? Who's wrong? Pull it up. The kid that.
I didn't say. I said I didn't know he was from Maine.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
said
not
no.
saying
He wasn't. He was from. Oh, I think.
I didn't know he was
sister,
from Maine.
right?
I said.
Well, his sister got trapped and got out.
I said I thought he was from up north. Is what I said.
He was like 10 feet underground, man. They dug it out with frisbees. I heard. Like that's a pretty deep hole to dig with a frisbee, but.
And, I mean,
Collapse
was there
on.
not a lot of people around?
Don't know. I mean, if you're 10 feet buried and the whole thing collapses, I mean, how quick could you dig that out by hand? You know, they got him out with like a backhoe or. Oh, I'm sure people were. That's my phone. What are you looking for?
No, I guess my phone. I don't know how to do it. Oh well.
Done.
Oh, I was gonna see about this person. I thought they're from North. I know they're Maine. I think he might have been. Cause I remember we were fucking a little bit.
He still thinks he's right. But anyway, yeah, it was Island Beach State Park though, correct?
But that's what they. No, I don't believe.
it wasn't.
I don't believe it was there. I thought it was
I
Tom's
thought it was
River.
in, like, La Ladder or
Oh,
No,
okay.
the Tom's River Township.
Okay.
So it was probably earlier.
Okay, good man. Yeah.
But what a horror.
Yeah, kid was from Maine.
Man, okay.
Okay. So where did
Just
that?
had a beach in Tom's River.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
it wasn't Island Beach State Park then. Okay.
But I heard it was like. That's actually what I heard. That they hit a pocket or something.
Pocket.
You know what I mean? Like a
Empty
an
space,
you know, like an empty space,
void?
kind of like a void. You know what I mean? And when they were going to try to get him out, and it went down. And supposedly when they got the girl was like right here. They got her out. On the bottom of her was the guy was grabbing her leg, supposedly her brother.
Oh wow.
What someone said to me.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus.
crazy.
Was
You always tell like,
it Marky?
I don't know. Is it really? Was it? I heard it was like a. Like, you don't dig a fucking hole that's higher than your head.
No, I don't know why he was doing that. I don't think it was like straight up and down. I think he was digging like under an embankment. He was digging into it. I think that's and the embankment collapsed. That's what I heard. But anyway, who knows? I'm not sure. The kid died anyway, tragically, horrible.
Yeah.
And then the kid died not that long ago with a lightning strike. That was on Beach State Park. That was on
And that was like what a fucking metal stand.
yeah. Oh, he was sitting on the stand when he got
Yeah.
hit? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Was Marky Lee? I know it was one of your friends that was with you. I'm pretty sure when the girl drowned.
No, it was Tommy.
Tommy Altieri, yes. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Fucking ocean's dangerous.
Yeah, man. Sure is.
Like, fuck, that's just a whole freak.
We got Sharknadoes out there now,
Oh,
Marky.
you see that,
We got
dude?
Sharknadoes, real Sharknadoes out there.
You see that?
What about the volcano?
Yeah.
I sent that to you.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, he said it to me.
I said that the fucking the simulation's broken, bro.
Yeah.
New fish.
New-
They just
yeah.
never
Yeah.
left that area.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I heard they got infected with COVID too.
According to Fauci, anyway, they are.
Yo, how funny how monkeypox just didn't
Didn't
stick, bro.
transpire?
Didn't stick, bro.
Why do you think that is?
I don't believe nothing. No more.
Why do you think that is, pal?
Mm-hmm.
People stopping
They said it
to
was
believe?
through sex, right?
Gay sex.
Yeah, it started at a rave or something.
Right,
like
it
that?
was supposedly, right?
Yeah. Where's the joke? There's a joke coming.
No joke, no
There's a
joke.
joke. Roger must have been at the rave.
Monkeypox is no joke.
You dying is not a joke, bro.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what's next. I heard an asteroid is coming.
Oh man.
Bring it on.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Is there an asteroid really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Just come on.
It's all fear mongering. It's all
Stay in your
fear-mongering.
house. The asteroid. Well, it's coming either what fucking way.
Well, that's
Is it-
your conspiracy.
Isn't this gonna be?
Weather.
Isn't this gonna be like
Stay in
the
your house.
It's gonna be the next thing. Watch.
weather?
No, it's gonna be climate change or something like. Oh, you guys gotta stay in your house on Tuesdays. Or can't drive your cars on these days, or
Right.
we can't use the gas on these days, or can't use this on these days.
I mean, since it's never going to end, isn't it going to be like one of those traditional boy who cried wolf and the media I'm talking about, and they claim something that's maybe now something's coming that's actually going to happen. Everybody's like, yeah, that's a bunch of shit,
That's
you
the
know?
whole credibility factor.
Right.
And they said that.
Right. I don't know what it would be. I mean, I guess if they said an asteroid was coming, it don't matter. We're all dying anyway, so who, you know? But
At this point,
Yeah, don't look up.
yeah.
That's what I say.
that's a movie.
I know.
I guess the only thing I would do differently maybe is quit my job and enjoy my final days with my kids. But other than that, what are you going to do? You're going to die. I mean, nobody's going to know exactly where it's going to impact and how much damage it's going to do. What would you do if you knew there
You have
was
24 hours to live.
if you had
24?
24 and nowhere you could go would make you safe? What would you do with your last 24?
Hang out in my backyard. My kids.
That's probably what I would do.
You know what I mean?
Probably what I would do. I'd probably, and even if their mother had them, I would just go there and hang out. I think she would let me hang out for 24 hours before we all died. So if I had them, she could come to my house. We're still parents.
Yeah, I hear. Did you see? I hear they're trying to cast a new.
I heard that.
New
I heard,
Jersey,
and I
and
heard.
I heard a lot of the cast members are
Pissed
pissed.
off. I heard that too. I heard
Wait,
that.
what is
Like, yo, it should be. It's like come
Yeah,
on.
it's a
you
little
know?
slap in the face, I guess. Not
No,
a
it's not a slap
not
in
a
the face.
conversation that would ever happen. I did hear
I don't
that.
think it's a slap in the face, though.
Nah.
They want to do another Jersey Shore.
Yeah, like
they-
a different cast.
They want to redo
Like,
it.
I think that's kind of it's a new. It's like pass the baton. What the
That-
fuck?
that-
You still have your show. People
Yeah.
are still into
It's
your
gonna turn
shit.
into a
Some really,
Yeah.
really drunk kid was talking to me at Jenks. It was like 22 years old, this kid. And he was asking me advice because he had signed the waiver or something for the new show. And they filmed him doing something. I forget. I couldn't even understand the kid. He was so fucking hammered. But he's like, what do I do, bro? I don't want that on TV, man. I don't know. Like, what do you think, Raj? What do you think? But they made me sign this, this waiver. I was like, bro, you're fucked. You fucking sign the waiver, you're fucked. They're going to do whatever they want with it. He probably thinks that it's probably footage that will never be used in 9 million years. You know what I mean? Because they shoot so much footage that it gets dropped. But I was like, if you signed it, they can use it, pal. You're screwed.
You have to go in there with a trick.
But apparently they're filming it because he was saying they filmed him doing something. I don't know. I couldn't. It's very hard to understand because he was so I don't know. He was so hammered I could barely understand.
What did they film you doing?
What do you mean?
Show him your trick?
Yeah, with a banana? Sure, of course. You showed it to me, bro. I'm proud of that trick.
The balloon trick.
Yeah.
Cecil.
Cecil. His name was Cecil, and they used to call him Secret Squirrel.
Secret Squirrel. Yo, I got a baby squirrel, bro.
Yes, you do.
Nuts, Raj.
Yeah.
I do.
I know. No, you don't. You don't take care of anything. Renee does. Renee feeds this thing with a little... You see it yet?
Yeah.
Yo, if my wife's still breastfeeding, she'd probably give me tips to this thing.
She would. I think she would.
Talked about it?
She would.
The squirrel?
Yeah.
It's amazing that she does shit like this.
She's got everything. She's got a farm here now. There's a farm. What do you got? You got? Oh no, you gave away the poor lizard's been given away more times. You gave the lizard away. You got is that a gerbil hamster? What is that thing?
Guinea pig.
Oh, guinea pig.
We had hamsters.
You had hamsters. You got chickens.
We have chickens.
You had ducks that basically you adopted last year, but they're gone now, right? You got a dog. You had two. You gave one away to your. You don't really give it away. It's right down the street at your friend's house. But anyway, what the fuck did you used to have in your house that used to get out and you'd hear them in the walls at like 2 a.m.? What the fuck was it? They're gone now.
Oh, the bats.
No. You'd say you hadn't seen it in 2 weeks, and like 2 a.m. you'd hear it.
A hamster.
A hamster.
Yeah. That would just be under my daughter's bed sometimes. Chris would sleep here. He'd be like, yo, what the fuck? There's something under the bed.
They got to farm you, basically, man.
And now the squirrel. Yo, it's kind of wild, man. The thing doesn't open its eyes yet because it's still a baby. The thing moves around. We have in a hamster thing, and it was climbing up the tubes and shit.
Was it?
With his eyes closed, just climbing.
Bro, it looks like when it's sleeping, it looks like it's having a nightmare all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's always twitching.
Bro, it's dead asleep because you can tell it's just not moving. And then it'll just
freak
out and start.
Yeah, he's dreaming. He's dreaming like the guy from.
Here we go.
No. I
thought you were saying Roger's putting him up his ass or something like that. You love with the gay jokes, bro.
I love it. You're the one fucking talking about putting rabbits in your ass or squirrels in your ass.
The girls text me, let's go, Top Gun movie. She wants to go see it.
I'm saying Ice Age, right? He's the thing. He's like dreaming about the nut.
Yeah. Right.
Fuck my joke up, Raj.
I did, sorry, pal. I interrupted you. See, I'm unprofessional.
She wants to go see Top Gun.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah, so I think we're gonna see it.
All right.
He does like a little monologue right before the movie starts about how it was made, 30-some years in the making and all this stuff. And he goes, it was made for the big screen, none of that streaming services shit. He goes, enjoy. And then the screen goes black.
He said shit too, right? Yeah.
Nice,
Yo, did he fly those planes? I have not every scene. Some scenes there's no way. But yeah.
No, I don't think, I read he wasn't allowed to touch like the cockpit in the one plane that they used in the beginning, I think.
What are they?
I don't want to give too much of it.
Well, they would have to match it to the what was it, F-16s they flew in the original?
He did fly some of this, and he actually got permission to fly below like 100 something,
really,
which they're not allowed to do, and he did it. And they got the IMAX cameras. And
that's crazy.
But he's got his license. He's got his commercial license. He's got all different.
No doubt, he's a smart guy. He's just into some weird shit,
Hey, man. He's probably one of our last big blockbuster actors out there, I would say.
Well, The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock's pretty damn big.
You gotta get. I mean, is he good? Is Tom Cruise? No.
Does he have the range? What was the movie? I mean, he's typecast to a certain degree. He's always like that leading man, Tom Cruise. But he was in. What was that movie he was in where he paid the fat, hairy fucking Jared and he's yelling it with
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. He was fucking great in Tropic Thunder.
He's playing he's playing like Weinstein pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Where he's swearing like fucking like a parrot. That was good. And not a role you would normally see him in. It was good.
Bro, he's typecast, but he fought 4th of July.
Yeah. Born on the 4th of July.
He does his own stunts and shit.
Yeah.
That first Mission Impossible.
The one, I don't know which one, but supposedly where he jumped, he shatters his ankle and still finished the shot. Yeah, he's legit. You gotta give it to him.
Wow.
Is The Rock doing his own stunts?
I don't know, man.
He might be.
I mean, for what the guy was, a wrestler,
else is there?
he's obviously
As far
typecast.
as a blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
Who else?
I don't count Vin Diesel after the first.
It's over.
The seventh one.
It's over. I mean, Kevin Hart, is he considered one? No. He's a pretty blockbuster, though.
You know,
It's crazy to me that he only
me.
had it as his first 100 million.
What do you call it when two guys share a girl? What do you call that? Not at the same time, but if you
Last Samurai, bro.
Eskimo, bro.
Yeah, me and Vin Diesel are Eskimo brothers.
What?
Yes, sir. I can't say any names, but
You know his real name?
we're Eskimo brothers.
Mark Vincent.
Is it really? Yeah. I'll tell you after the show.
Nice.
We're Eskimo brothers. That's a long time ago, but yep.
Everyone's can start.
No, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't
Not
know.
me.
Oh.
The people.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all trying to think.
They're connected to that.
Yeah.
I don't know, blockbuster actor. I don't really know. You're right.
That is what?
Who's a blockbuster actor?
That
big
is just
blockbuster
huge.
movies. I mean, all the Avenger
Leo.
movies. They're all.
Leo.
Yeah, he's
Leo
fucking
for
big time.
sure.
I mean, he's a great actor, but he's a blockbuster actor. I don't know. Blockbuster's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's not that really.
No. He can be. I mean, if he decided to do something like that.
Yeah, Chris Pratt might be.
No, you think so?
Yeah.
The Jurassic Parks.
are coming.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I love
Did
Chris
you see that
Pratt.
fucking nonsense though? With who's in the first one? Dr. Grant, who plays him, and then the other girl. They apologized because of their love connection of their age difference.
What hell
I
is?
see that.
Wow.
I forget who the actors.
Wait, the guy that plays.
in the original Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Dr. Grant with the hat.
Yeah.
And the girl, the blonde.
I forget his
They
name.
were
He's a
linked.
good actor.
I didn't even know they were fucking linked, to be honest with you. I
What do
don't
you
know.
mean linked?
Like they were together.
Like in real life?
No.
Oh, in the show,
In the
yeah.
movie.
Okay, so who cares?
But they are apologizing because of their age difference.
How far was their age?
I mean, a guy that's been at it for
Look around.
fucking 25 years, more than that, and is still big. Robert De Niro's got to be one, right? De Niro.
He's not blockbuster though.
He's not really. You don't think so?
Blockbuster. I'm talking about blockbusters like an epic summer movie, like Terminator. When Terminator 2 came out, that was like a blockbuster. It's more of like a movie for the masses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce
Yeah,
Willis
Bruce
was probably
Willis.
one.
Die Hard.
Will
Die
Smith
Hard,
was
yep.
probably Will
Probably
Smith.
Christian Bale with the Batman movies.
Christian Bale, yeah, Batman movie.
He's
Blockbuster
gonna
movie.
kill. He's gonna kill his villain.
Oh hell yeah! And
Thor.
yeah, he's got the Benny the Butcher or something.
What is your favorite movie of all time? My answers always Stand By Me. I love that movie. Stand By
Favorite
Me.
movie of all time?
Ever.
I can't.
Stand By Me reminds me.
I can't pick one.
Reminds me so much of my childhood. That's why I pick it. Just everything about that
Really?
movie was just walking the railroad tracks, fishing, like fucking. I mean, we didn't go searching for a dead body, obviously, but everything else about it was so that small town living. It reminds me so much of my childhood.
I mean, every time it's on, I stop and watch it. Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Oh, great movie. Yeah.
Every time.
Great
I
movie.
could be fucking right in the middle of it. I'm just
Great
like,
movie.
Forrest Gump. It
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
epic.
Epic.
As far as like, Usual Suspects is one.
I just watched that the other
That's a
day.
good one. That's a good one.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. I watched Reservoir Dogs. But yeah, Usual Suspects. Yeah.
That was my opinion. That was his best one ever. And
What?
he came out his best movie ever.
Who?
Quentin Tarantino.
What was?
Reservoir Dogs.
Really?
You thought? What do you think was better?
It was. I mean, dude, fucking
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. I'd say is better.
See, I don't
Kill
know.
Bill, bro. I think Reservoir Dogs is awesome because the comedy, like, it was just such a short portion of that story.
Yeah.
And it was cool because he made a movie out of that.
Still my
Like,
favorite.
you don't know anything that really went. You really didn't see many scenes.
Pulp
you know?
Fiction would be second, but
It's up there. He wants to turn Reservoir Dogs into a Broadway play.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has one more movie, right?
movie,
Yeah.
And then he wants to get into Broadway.
You guys don't know who Rammstein is? A German band. They're like really hardcore. They had a music video where they were dressed up as all the characters from not Pulp Fiction, from
Kill
Reservoir
Bill?
Dogs. Reservoir Dogs. But they're fucking. Those are the guys. Remember I told you like fucking they piss on the crowd and shit. Like they're fucking crazy. They have the song.
Signs up to go there?
Du hast.
Yeah.
Du hast means too far. That
What
song.
does that mean?
Oh wait, that's them.
That's Rammstein, bro. There's some
Yeah.
sick motherfuckers. They
I know.
piss on
I
the
remember that.
crowd.
How do you know? How do you know that song?
Du hast.
What? How do you know that song?
I don't know. Just
How high? How high? When Meth Man's sleeping and Meth Man's trying to wake him up, and he's like, wake him up with that song. Do high. No?
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Go.
I didn't know that.
I've never seen it.
You ever seen How High? What?
I don't know that I have.
Are you
either.
fucking
Marky,
serious?
you're not a stoner, are you?
I'm not a stoner.
See, neither am I. I don't think I've seen it either.
Bro.
Yep.
Listen.
But I do love movies.
Yeah.
And I should get on that. But yeah, probably my non-famous though is like, you ever see 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas?
Mark talks about this movie all the time. Heard all I heard from me, man.
Who did he marry? Meg
Ryan.
Ryan?
Point,
Meg Ryan, right? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that
What was that movie he played early on where he was the assassin?
Desperado.
Desperado.
That was a great movie.
That was a good
It was
movie.
a good, Bruce Willis, we were talking about Tears of the Sun.
Yep.
That's a great one.
Would he play like a military guy?
Yeah,
in
he was a
that?
military guy. They
Yeah.
sent him into like the Congo
Yes.
to rescue a prince.
Yep.
Last of his bloodline.
Yep. He's got some. What's his?
He's retired. He has to
What is
stop.
his
He's dying,
affliction?
Yeah, so what does that consist of?
Well,
that
yeah,
disease?
I don't know. I can't even tell you the name of it. I just know that he got a diagnosis where he's basically walked away from acting.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah, terrible.
He
Jersey
was-
guy.
Yeah, Pensgrove. He's a beast, though.
Remember when Michael Douglas got cancer though, and everybody thought he was going to die? He's still doing movies.
You know how he got it?
Eating pussy. Yeah, that's what he said. He
Yeah, that's what
said he got, what was it, throat cancer or something? And he said it was from eating HPV. HPV caused
You'll be
it.
alright, bro.
Yeah. I'll be alright. I think so.
Michael Douglas, The Game.
The Game. Yeah.
That was a classic.
Yeah.
That's where when they try to hunt the people.
Sean Penn is his brother.
Yeah.
He puts him in a game.
What's the one where what's her name spreads her legs?
Basic Instinct?
Basic Instinct. That's another one.
He's got a resume. His old man was like
Yeah.
lived to like 100 or something.
Just died recently, I
Recently,
think.
yeah.
What was his name?
He was he Spartacus?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
was, right?
Mhm.
Spartacus.
You know, have a son? Michael Douglas? No. Well, he's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
She was bad in her day. She was bad on the entrapment.
What- I mean,
She's
what-
going to the lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only part everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's kind of a slap in her face. Tell the world to get fucking cancer from eating pussy.
She knew.
Yeah.
Come on.
Fucking Michael Douglas.
He's old. He's old. But a lot older than her.
No, man. If you really like, you just talking about Tom Cruise, 59. You start seeing these actors trying to climb the ladder a little bit. And you look at a mirror and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, we're climbing that. We're climbing that ladder too, pal.
Yeah.
Oh man, climb it to somewhere.
But yeah, it's like Tarantino's got the one movie left, he said. I would love to go see these shows on Broadway, but those are going to be like a hot ticket.
Yep.
Those are going to be like the fucking $1,000.
Of course.
I'm not into Broadway, bro. I'm just not into it.
No?
I've been a few times. Not
Good
much.
shows, man.
Not
Which
much
ones?
for me.
I say honestly, dude. I'll tell you what I saw was good. I saw Les Miserables. I saw that when I was a kid. I didn't know what the fuck they were speaking. I don't know what. I saw The History Boys, which is crazy because my stepmother-in-law was there and she's laughing and shit, and they're speaking French. I'm like, bitch, you understand French? I'm like, I don't know. That sucked. Lion King. I didn't like that really. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels was pretty good though.
I saw Lion King.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels was good.
Was it?
And that was who was it? The dude John Lithgow was
John
there.
Lithgow.
Man, he's a great actor, man.
Great movie that just movies pop in your head now that we're talking about them. I don't know what you guys' feeling was, but I loved it when it came out. Lost Boys. You guys like that movie?
Classic.
When it came out, jeez,
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but I
Yeah,
love that
alive.
movie. Love that movie.
that was a sick movie.
Great movie, man.
Jason Patrick, Keith Sutherland, he's another guy that
Whose dad is a great actor, still alive, has that voice, that unrecognizable
Corey
voice.
Heyman,
I meant very recognizable.
Corey
voice.
Heyman and Corey
No, I almost said Anderson. Corey Feldman.
Feldman. And
yeah.
which one of them dead, right?
Yeah.
Both of them or one?
Haim, I think, died. Yeah, they were best friends for a long. And the other one, Feldman, is the one that has all the stories about Michael Jackson, right? Molesting him and all that shit. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, bro. All right, man. Let's let you go to the movies.
All right, pal. I'm
I
gonna
want
go
you-
see.
I
I'm
want
gonna
you
go see
to.
Top Gun.
I want you to check in.
Okay.
Because
I will.
it's a phenomenal movie.
I might just watch the highlights in the parking
Yeah, you
lot.
probably are, bro.
Every
Have
time.
you caught up on the first one yet? Which was crazy because I just found out it came out in '86.
What do you mean? Watched it again? No, I haven't. I guess I
I've
should.
watched it
But
so many times.
I've seen it a bunch, but
You
yeah.
think you need to see it?
No.
No,
Do you watch every UFC fight now?
No, I've actually fell off.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And
So
it's
what
like
I do, part of it is because I'm just old now and I don't like staying up that late. That's part of it. I've never missed a Frankie fight. I'll never miss a Frankie. And there are certain fights that I'll never miss, but I mean they're on pretty often now. So this guy makes fun of me because often we talk about fights. I'm obviously a fight fan. He's a fighter. So we talk about fights a lot. And he's always like, did you watch him? Because he watches pretty much. He don't miss, really. And I'm like, no, but I woke up and watched the highlights. So he fucking breaks my balls all the time.
I mean, stuff to watch though, too. Like, even myself lately.
Yeah.
If I got shit, my kids got shit and
Yeah.
stuff. And sometimes they're a lot earlier in the day.
The last
Oh,
couple
and
of
I'm
big
staying
cards
up,
I'm
too.
working. I was in the firehouse, and those guys chip in, and
They get it, right? Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Right.
That's cool.
Then you're not guaranteed to see it. You might
Fire,
order it,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden you gotta go, and then you miss the fucking whole thing.
Can you talk us through that real quick? Just maybe people are interested. I'm interested. You guys, you have a very unique schedule. What is it, like 3 days on and 4 days off?
24-hour shifts and then 3 days off, but you can
Okay.
work 48 hours. They always want you to kind of have 24 hours off in between just for like rest
And-
or whatever else.
And I think,
you
I
can
mean,
get called in.
listen, we all respect the fireman. I don't think there's anybody out there that doesn't, but I think some people just think you guys sit in a room and wait for the call to come in. What's the normal day? I mean, do you guys?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
No, but a lot goes into it
Right.
on the day.
Right.
It's an 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift, 24 hours. You get in there, you kind of settle in, go over the rig, go over your tools, go over everything that you might use throughout
Now,
the day.
will you guys respond to like a car accident where?
Responds to everything.
Everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's,
Okay.
it's not like you're
Yep.
not going to different, just fires.
Right.
You're going to a whole
Right.
bunch of different
Cutting people out of cars and
You know, there's other areas that do medical calls. You're doing all these different runs.
I gotcha.
Your own ambulance or whatever.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, then you get to a point after you're done with your chores throughout the day and
Right.
stuff, and then you have a little downtime. Some guys work on projects that they have on the side,
Yeah.
you know, kind of sitting there or whatever bullshit. And it's like what we're doing right now. Boom, the alarm goes off, we're out the fucking door.
So today had to be. I'm just giving you like a weird example. Today had to be over 100 degrees. Today was fucking crazy balls off. If you guys reported to a big structure fire, a big fucking inferno, and you put that whole fucking fireproof shit in, and you get in there, and now it's not only 100 degrees outside, but inside's. How long can you stand that for? How long can? I mean, what can the body withstand for temperature before you got to tap and get the fuck out of here before you pass
Our
out?
gear is for about 1,000 degrees.
Okay.
You're not really going to get up to that point.
Right.
You know, some guys a little bigger balls than others.
Right.
You know, everyone's a little built different, but yeah, it's fucking hot.
Right.
You know, and you kind of push as far as you can go,
Right.
depending on the situation. If there's no life to be saved or whatever else, and you're kind of trying to make progress on the fire, and you're kind of making headway and knocking it down. All right, you know what? You might push a. Well, it's like anything, right? In a fight, you catch a guy with a good chase, and now he's been a little trickle of the blood. You know what I mean? You're like, all right,
Chase it.
bleeding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you want to keep going. Same thing with fire, man. I'm hitting it, I'm knocking it down a little bit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep pushing. Sometimes it's just too much. It kind of knocks you back down the stairs.
Gotcha.
You know, but yeah, on a day like today, man.
Can't
Bless these
imagine.
guys, man.
I was dying today with a tank top and shorts on. I was dying.
Yeah.
I don't like the heat either, but
You know, oxygen tanks there.
Hey, what?
Rated
I don't like the heat.
5 minutes.
I love if it was 80 degrees every day, I love it. When it's fucking 100 degrees out, I
I
fucking
kind of
hate
like
it,
I
bro.
like sweating.
I hate it. I know you do, pal. I know.
A little bit. I mean,
why
I
you-
like. I mean, if I could pick 80, but I don't mind the heat.
I
I'll
hate
say
the
that.
heat. I like being outside, so I'll tough it out. But I gotta be in a pool.
Dude, it was incredible this weekend.
It was beautiful this weekend. Friday sucked, but it was beautiful.
I like today. I'd rather this heat than like Vegas.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
Right.
different animal.
Yeah.
I like to sweat. Then dry heat, you don't sweat, man.
Right. Yeah. All right, Marky Lee, thank you, brother, for
Yeah.
coming in, man.
Sure.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Hometown boy did good. You're always welcome here, pal. So
Appreciate you, boys.
Yes, sir.
later.
Bye.